800-851-1400.
Coming up, the cards are on the table tonight as a fortune teller reveals the surprising rip-off secrets of her sometimes sleazy trade.
Also, stores push it as a great bargain for buyers, but we'll find out the latest retailing gimmick really means money back in your pocket.
And heading to an overcrowded health club to work out your New Year's resolutions? Get online. We'll show you how our consumer comic handles the wait. Straight ahead on Money Tonight.
Everybody, I'm Janice Lieberman.
And I'm Sue Herrera. Welcome to Money Tonight.
Up first, we've heard about the scam that fortune tellers use, convincing their customers that a curse can be removed for a price.
Well, tonight the investigation continues with a fortune teller who's agreed to tell all and expose the tricks of the trade on the unsuspecting. Dateline's Lee Thompson has the inside story on tales of misfortune.
Across continents and centuries, they have carried their art, gypsy fortune tellers, promising a taste of the supernatural or a glimpse of the future in the turn of a tarot card or the palm of one's hand, conjuring images of the unknowable.
I'm going to speak 9 languages, the way that the devil does, the way that the evil does.
But according to police, behind the glow of the neon signs found in every American city lies a criminal network that preys on the fears and superstitions of believers.
In the name of God, in the name of the Holy Spirit. You say, clean my body.
In the name of the God, in the name of the Holy Spirit.
As we'll see, fortune-telling parlors are often little more than fronts for age-old confidence games. A series of scams evolving over the years, passed down from generation to generation of self-styled psychics.
It's something that's been handed down for many, many years without people really knowing how it's done.
We'll call her Zelda. She is a gypsy who made tens of thousands of dollars from fortune-telling but is no longer in the game. She asked to have her identity disguised to prevent reprisals for revealing the secrets of her former profession.
The essence of the game has not changed. The only reason it is changing and people are finding new ways is because detectives and cops keep finding out how the gypsies scam people.
And while, of course, not all gypsies are fortune tellers, enough of them are to attract the attention of law enforcement officials.
I've never found one of the red palms out front that was not the home or the fortune-telling parlor of an ethnic gypsy who practice fortune-telling as a major profession within their subculture.
Meet a woman we call Anna, a teacher who says she found out the hard way how the scam works.
I thought I would go in for just a little quick read. Little did I know.
Where Anna went was to this fortune-telling parlor on New York's Upper West Side for a tarot card reading with a woman calling herself Mrs. Grace. What she didn't know was that she was about to be scared out of her life savings.
She basically led me to believe that someone had a curse on me or that there was some sort of black magic or other force working on me and that she could help me.
In the name of God.
Anna says the fortune teller told her that the curse was causing the pain she'd been having in her stomach. Mrs. Grace began some rituals to remove that curse. What did she tell you to do?
She told me I had to take an egg and rub it all over my body at night before I went to bed, wrap it in a white cloth, pin on some money onto me, and carry this money with me at all times, and come back the next day with this egg.
Say, clean me.
And when Anna returned to Mrs. Grace, the fortune teller made some incantations over the egg and...
It was absolutely amazing to me when she had me break it open and there was like a crystallized blood clot inside of it.
Mrs. Grace had Anna bring a fresh egg again and again.
And every time we did the egg trick, I had to carry more money on me because this is the money I would have spent in doctor bills.
How much money did you finally have pinned all over your body?
$5,200.
How did she finally get you to give her the money?
I pushed the money across the table and watched her tear it up.
Intrigued by Anna's story, We sent associate producer Jamie Paxima to Mrs. Grace for a series of readings. Amazingly, she was told that the same curse that bewitched Anna afflicted her as well.
At this point, you are still carrying something inside of your body. I was working for you very strong. Withdraw this negativity from your body.
And after just one visit, Mrs. Grace had Jamie wearing a cross of cash close to her body to help draw out that curse.
Did you manage to put the Holy Cross upon yourself?
Yes.
Okay, then set it down here because I have to bless it for you in the holy water.
Jamie, too, found herself with an egg, an important part of the curse removal.
But if there's a sign in this egg, any kind of sign, if this egg appears and it's not normal, that means that I have drawn your curse, your bad luck, your sickness, your pain, your grief, your sorrow from your body.
So the fortune teller rubbed the egg over her.
Excuse me that I got to do this. You say God.
God,
Excuse me that I got to touch you. You say clean me.
clean me.
Open your jacket. Clean my body.
Clean my body.
For me to be strong.
For me to be strong.
In the name of the Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Holy Spirit.
You say break it.
There in the egg, as if by magic, was the same bloody mass Anna had described. According to experts, this trick is the most common in the fortune teller's repertoire.
I want you to rub it on your stomach.
We asked Zelda to demonstrate how it is done on assistant producer Maria Bland.
Press this egg to your body. I'm going to do this for you in the name of God to break the curse off of you, to take away the bad luck. Out of your body and into the egg, the evil devil is going to come. Forgive me, Lord Jesus Christ.
Forgive me, Lord Jesus Christ.
Whoever done me wrong.
Whoever done me wrong.
Whoever crossed me behind my back.
Whoever crossed me behind my back.
I do not want revenge.
I do not want revenge.
All I want is to be cured.
Is to be cured.
Are you willing to make a sacrifice of 30,000?
Yes.
You say, God help me.
God help
You
me.
say, Jesus
God help me.
In the name of God, look. See, honey, see the bad luck?
Sure enough, there it was, the same gross reddish mass seen by Anna and Jamie in their eggs in New York City.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to do this for you.
Watch again, this time in slow motion. First, she reaches into her blouse and removes something. Then, as she moves behind the client's back, Zelda slips the object under the egg, all the while distracting her victim with the ceremony.
Whoever done me wrong.
As she cracks the egg before the client's eyes, she pushes the object up through the eggshell so it magically appears in the yolk. But what is it?
This is a piece of brown bread being used to make something to scare people with out of their money. This is a piece of human hair. Many things could be used. Pieces of meat, bone. Sometimes it looks like a face. Sometimes it looks like something evil.
Like any confidence game, fortune tellers must win the trust of their victim. That's the purpose of the tarot card reading or the palm reading and the magic tricks. And since most people who visit psychics have suffered a loss recently, a death in the family or the end of a relationship, many are especially vulnerable and easy prey for fortune tellers.
The basic for it is, if anyone believes that they are touched with bad luck, that they have any kind of evil forces around them, they will go to fortune tellers, and basically they're looking for help. And the fortune teller knows that they're a rich person, so they'll make up something, hit them in the weakest spots of their life, and convince them out of their money. Out of my body.
Out of my body.
Fortune tellers customize their readings for maximum impact. Watch this variation using a tomato that the client has been told to bring from home.
Look in the name of God. See? You say,
Again, in slow motion. It's almost the same as the egg trick. She pulls something out of her shirt, puts it behind the tomato, and for the finale, pushes it up through the tomato.
6 bills face up.
1, 2.
But the most important trick is turning the client's money into the fortune teller's money, without the victim realizing she's been taken. Remember Anna, our teacher victimized in New York?
No, I didn't pay her at all until the very end when we tore up $5,000 to bury it with the curse.
And she tore it up in little pieces?
It was little pieces. I watched. I tried to help.
But you believe somehow or another she got that money?
Oh, of course, she had to have.
Anna, fortune-telling experts tell Dateline, was likely taken in a switch where counterfeit money replaced her genuine $100 bills.
now you know that we're going to sacrifice this money. that means that I don't receive no benefit from your money.
One classic fortune-telling illusion is pretending to burn the client's money right before their eyes. The victim is told to bring a specific amount of money to be sacrificed. But as Zelda demonstrates, she's prepared a matching package of carefully cut up newspaper with bills on the top and bottom.
You say, I don't want to be unholy.
I don't want to be
I want to be happy.
As in the egg and tomato tricks, she switches the package of money for the handkerchief containing the newspaper.
And you want me to burn this money in the name of God.
Before the money is burned, some bread and sugar are added to the mix to make the newspaper ashes look more like burned money.
And money is the root of all evil.
So if for some reason you want to visit a fortune teller, keep Zelda in mind. She may not be a psychic, but she does offer some advice.
To avoid being taken, I would suggest that people don't return for return visits. As soon as they're told to bring various items, jars of water, handkerchiefs, eggs, potatoes, tomatoes, that's already starting to set up for a scam.
Well, if you're looking to spend in more productive ways, our Best Bargain segment is coming up next, and we'll find out if a popular money-saving plan for buying big-ticket items is a steal or a deal.
And if you're planning to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, we can help you with the first part, healthy resolutions for 1995, when Money Tonight continues.
This program is sponsored by the Burger Funds.
I'm Bill Berger of the Burger Funds. In my 40 years of managing money, I've heard many people talk about their retirement. Some dream of an active retirement, others of a life of leisure, and still others may have no plans at all. But to realize your dreams for later, you must have a financial plan for now. In fact, the sooner you start saving, the better. At the Burger Funds, we made it easy for you to get going, with low minimums of $250 to start, $50 thereafter. Choose between the Burger 100, a growth fund, and Burger 101, a growth and income fund. For over 19 years, both funds have helped thousands of investors reach for their dreams. To find out more, call 1-800-333-1001 for a free investment fact kit complete with a prospectus. After all, dreaming's easy. The real challenge is making dreams come true.
Why the Raymond James Financial Group? Because we believe that stocks should be a part of nearly everyone's portfolio. But how do you determine which stocks would best complement your portfolio?
As a Raymond James healthcare analyst, I'm proud to be a part of the team whose long-term research results are ranked #1 on Wall Street. How do we stay on top? By carefully checking each drugstore chain's prescription for success. And then only recommending the select few stocks which we believe can outperform the market.
Working with quality research, we're committed to helping investors like you develop individual long-term investment and financial plans with diversified portfolios designed to achieve your goals. The Raymond James Financial Group with 800 locations in the U.S. and abroad. For our current stock recommendations, call 800-272-0568 today and learn why so many entrust their financial well-being to us. The Raymond James Financial Group. We're concerned about you and your financial well-being.
1994. Stories that shocked the nation.
The plane caught fire and literally blew apart.
Shook the sports world.
There will be no World Series.
And made Hollywood headlines that brought political peace and political change. Memorable images and unforgettable faces.
I'm Chuck Scarborough. Join me for a look back at the images of 1994. The Year in Review.
An encore presentation tomorrow at 8 on CNBC, First in Talk.
Charles Grodin, starting this Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on CNBC.
This is CNBC.
If you're a mouse potato, that's someone who spends a bit of time at the computer, and you're looking for something new to log into this weekend, you can find out how the workings of the new Congress go through the Internet Global Computer Network. The new system, unveiled at the Library of Congress, will provide a wide range of information about laws and lawmakers. House Speaker Newt Gingrich is said to be bubbling with enthusiasm because, and we quote him, "Knowledge is power. The system is free to Internet users."
The holidays are over, the bills are piling up, but those big-ticket items you've been eyeballing are now on sale with no finance charges. Tonight in our Best Bargain segment, a close look at the 0% interest being offered by some companies. Is this a deal or what?
It's a once-in-a-while deal that the consumer gets to save interest and payment for a whole year.
With a 0% right now, it makes it better for everybody. All you have to do is just make your payments on your whatever you're buying and stuff like that. It makes it better.
I think that's an excellent deal.
Buying a big-ticket item and taking advantage of low or even 0% interest rate can be a great deal. But before you sign on the dotted line, look at that ad one more time and read the fine print.
The print is very small, and I usually have to use my magnifying glass to read it. So be very careful. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask the people. That's what they're there for. Ask the credit department to explain to you exactly what you're getting into.
During the past year, Montgomery Ward has offered 0% interest on selected items. Buyers can pay for their TV or washing machine in 90 days, or 6 months, or 12 months, depending on what plan they choose. And it's all interest-free.
So as an example, a $1,200 purchase, the payment would be $100 a month on the 12-month zero-interest plan and $200 a month on the 6-month zero-interest plan.
If you miss your monthly payment, you could end up paying high finance charges, accrued interest rates, and high interest rates on credit cards, which is not a good deal. So the real question here is, can you afford one more monthly payment? Can you make it on time? If not, even 0% interest rate is too high for you.
You can shop for your money. You can find much better deals for your money, and also try not to carry your balances from month to month. 20% is just a terrible rate to have to pay.
And beware if the deal sounds too good to be true.
Some people were giving TVs for free, VCRs. Of course, you know, there's nothing free in America, but hey.
It's important to remember that some credit cards may protect you if you have a problem with your purchase, and some cards even extend the original warranty. So check out the coverage yours offers before making a final decision.
More stuff to spend on straight ahead as the Gadget Guy brings gizmos for people on the go.
Also, resolutions for a happy and healthy new year, emphasis on the healthy. That's coming up.
And we'll bring back our consumer comedian for the truth behind getting in shape, exercising patience when Money Tonight continues.
My New Year's resolution is to listen to our moms and dads.
This is CNBC.
Stop overthinking. Choosing a mutual fund can be painless. With just $50 a month, you can invest in Janus. Think about it. Start small, and investing won't hurt. Start to think big. Janus Funds.
Harry, I've got Tom Hanks in the house.
Guys, I'm telling you, Eric Clapton's in the house.
Oh,
get out of here.
You get action in the house. Columbia House. Every sound in the house can be found in the house. Movie hits in the house. Columbia House. Take your pick in the house.
Look for Columbia House offers in these publications and your mail.
Get it all in the house. Columbia House.
Success, no matter how you define it, the ideas that can help you achieve it are in the Wall Street Journal. For you, success might be more business than you've ever dreamed of. There's one source you can count on to help you reach it, the Wall Street Journal. Call now to order 10 weeks of the Journal for just $38 and get 2 additional weeks free when you pay with your credit card now. That's 12 weeks of the Journal for just $38. Call now toll free, 800-445-4600. That's 800-445-4600.
Put the power of Wall Street to work for you in your home or office with Reuters Money Network for Windows. Just load this powerful software onto your computer and all the information you need to manage your portfolio is right at your fingertips. Watch as Reuters Money Network works for you, collecting only information that's relevant to your investments, presenting data that's concise and easy to understand, giving you the confidence you need to make the right investment decisions at the right time. Alerts, news, reports, graphs, There's no easier or more convenient way to manage your investments or your time. Reuters Money Network for Windows is normally $49.95, but if you call right now, it's just $24.95. That's 50% off. Call 1-800-346-2024 to get your copy of Reuters Money Network for Windows. Ask for offer number 4313 and you'll also get a free 30-day online trial membership and full money-back guarantee. Let Reuters Money Network bring the power of Wall Street to your desktop. Call now.
My 1995 New Year's resolution is to begin to wear underwear.
Okay. As we wrap up our week of New Year's resolutions, a look now at what the American Medical Association has in mind to keep us all healthy in 1995. Dr. Dave Nida reports.
If you like to exercise, your heart was a winner this year. One study found that even small amounts of exercise done 3 to 4 times per week will help to keep your heart arteries open. So will having a drink every day. It was found that alcohol helps to keep blood clots from forming in heart arteries. Now, those of us who like food, and who doesn't, well, we were also the big winners this year. New food labels came out, which make it a lot easier to figure out just what it means when a label says light or low fat. Infertile couples improve their chances of having a baby thanks to a new procedure called hatching. Doctors poke a hole in the woman's egg, and that makes it easier for sperm to penetrate and fertilize the egg. Women who had lumpectomies for breast cancer got some good news. They learned the procedure is safe and effective. That's despite some earlier fraudulent research. Losers in 1994 included caffeine. One study says it thins bones. A little. Well, another says caffeine's addictive. The standard response? We don't care. The antioxidant vitamins took a big hit when it was found they couldn't prevent lung cancer in heavy smokers. Not surprising considering the only proven method to prevent most forms is not smoking. Researchers tried to make hot dogs a big loser when they said hot dogs cause brain tumors in children. But the study itself turned out to be a dog. And finally, the biggest loser of 1994, federal health care reform. But keep your eyes open for reform to move forward on the state level. I'm Dr. Dave Nida for NBC News.
And one final resolution, make sure you and your children wear helmets while riding their bikes this year and every year.
Staying healthy and fit requires work and patience. How long should you wait in an overcrowded health club? Well, comedian Judy Gold has the answer in this week's Golden Moment.
Hi, I'm Judy Gold, and welcome to Golden Moments. America is pretty much obsessed with working out. I know I am. It kind of takes me a lot to get motivated to get to the gym. So the last thing I want to do once I get there is to wait for a machine that someone else is using. Then again, once I'm on the machine, I never want to get off. That's why they have time limits in the gym. But do you really obey those time limits? Let's see how considerate the people are in this gym. Come on, let's go inside. Excuse me, are you almost done? How long have you been on? It's going to be a long day. Today, please. Come on. Please. 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 And of course, if all the machines are taken, there's always this. Oh! 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 Yes!
She made it. And Dick DeBartolo, our gadget and gizmo guy, is forever on the go with his travel gadgets. He's got more to show us here on Money Tonight.
Ooh, travel winter, people want to get away from it. New battery from Sears, a new Die-Hard. Good thing about this battery is they extended the warranty now to 7 years.
That's amazing.
What they found is that the batteries get more beat up in the summer because of evaporation and corrosion. So this new little guy, your battery will have a cover over this part. But what it does is it takes evaporating acid and puts it back into the cells. So it reduces corrosion and you don't have to worry about putting water in that guy And it's the same price as the old die-hard batteries.
It's a bargain.
Okay, something brand new here. This is called Go Light. This is the 12-volt spotlight. Plugs into a cigarette lighter. Turn this guy on. In the line is a remote control. We can turn this guy right and left. You know, if you're out on a lonely road and you're afraid, you can put this out on the hood and you can, I'm not going to shine it into
and
the
stay
camera.
in the car.
Stay in the car safe. And it comes with 2 mounting brackets. You can just push down on this guy here and slide it out. You can mount this on the roof of your van.
Oh my goodness.
Or use a big suction cup for temporary use. And if you need to cut the light down somewhat, there's an amber lens that goes over it. And it also comes with a little carrying case. It's brand new. It's selling for $129, but the manufacturer the first few months, it's going to be only $99.
Not bad.
This is called Rucksack. This is
Rucksack?
really neat. This little guy, you know what this guy is?
No.
Well, I shot a little bit of tape right before the show, and I'm going to show you what this little guy does. So let's watch our monitors here. Keep this mic over. Okay, there we go. Now I'm folding out the 2 wheels, fold down the little bed, fold up the handle, and it becomes a luggage cart or any kind of cart that can carry 275 pounds. We wanted some dead weight.
You know,
so we
Lou's
got
always wanted to be on the show.
What a debut.
But I mean, it weighs a couple of pounds, but it is incredibly strong. And this little pulley system here unsnaps and goes around the cargo, but we felt Lou could hold himself in.
You know,
so.
Lou wants to co-host when Jan and I are out.
Yeah, I know.
Secretly.
He already said, what do you have next week, Dick? And can I be on it or in it? Our final thing is really great. If you have a pet, this is called the Take Your Pet Along book. And it lists almost 4,000 hotels, motels, guest houses that will welcome you and your pet. And the guy on the cover is the author, and he started to write it when he started to travel and found it's not so easy finding the place that will take your dog. And that has a couple of great things in it. In each city where there are hotels that will take pets, he lists veterinarian offices, emergency operating rooms, the hours that they'll be there. So if you travel with a pet, this is a real neat guide to do. Okay?
Do they take 3 Akitas at one hotel room?
It was not easy. We had to get them their own room.
Well, now next time you'll travel with this guy.
Thanks,
Okay,
Dick. Happy New Year.
Right.
Good to
Thanks
see you.
for saying.
On that note, that's all the time we have for this evening.
We'll see you next week on Money Tonight. I'm Janice Lieberman. Have a fabulous weekend.
See you then.
Of travel and tourism.
Strap yourself in for a wild ride.
Float through the sky in a hot air balloon.
Sail on the water at the Carnival of Lights.
Then take a trip to the fair as we discover New Jersey.
Hello and welcome to Discover New Jersey and to Bass River Ranch in New Gretna. I'm Roz Muller-Sparks.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy.
And I'm Eric Luskin. This 30-acre horse farm is located in the Pinelands, just off the Garden State Parkway. You can board your horse here, or you can go out on a trail ride, which is what we're fixing to do.
Yeah.
Roz, this will be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it. Can you ride?
Not yet.
We'll also take you ballooning over the hills of Hopewell.
And then climb up the mountains to Layton for the Peters Valley Craft Fair.
We'll turn the wheels of time back and go for a ride through historic Cranberry.
And get our feet wet at the Belmar Sandcastle competition and Ocean City's Night in Venice.
But first, let's go to Jackson for a great adventure with Dick DeBartolo.
On a great adventure, and yes, it's raining, but that doesn't stop the fun here. Look at the crowds, and rain means shorter lines, so we're going to have more fun. Let's go look around. There are dozens of mind-boggling and body-twisting rides for the entire family, but if you really want to go wild, check out the Safari Animal Park. This is the world's largest drive-through safari outside of Africa. There are something like 1,200 animals representing 55 species from 6 continents, and we're going to roam with them all, or at least the ones who aren't camera shy. Hey, buddy, I was here 10 years ago. You remember my name? Yes! I do remember. They're unbelievable. Do you know who they are? Those are the guys that posed for the nickels. This is great. This is like summer camp for reindeer. You wonder what they did the rest of the year, the other 11 months? This guy, they look so real, don't they? Oh, I forget they are real.
You know, the safari thing is divided into different themes. There are 11 themes, and now we're going into the African plains. Wow, look at this. This is big and brown and horns. The big brown horn thing. Hey, how are you? You wearing an ID bracelet by any chance? All right, thanks. Bye. I think it was a cow. I'm not sure, but I think it's a cow.
These are long-neck wolves. If you're taking notes for school, I'd check my facts before you hand in your paper. Can we have a group shot of all the bears, please? Mama bear, Papa bear, baby bear, and stand-ins, the extra bears. We're in search of the really rare white Bengal tiger. And I think I see them. I'm gonna get out and walk around inside the cage with the camera, okay? Never! Guess what? The sun's out now, so it's time to ride the rides. This is like a fun ride. It's like a little boat ride that goes through the park. It's great. I'm gonna go do it. So I got a little wet, but I had fun. You know, I'm a big kid, but if you're a little kid, there's a special part of the park just for you. It's called Bugs Bunny Land. So let's see if there's anything for DeBartolo. 2 postcards from fans. Hey, Bugs, how's it going, buddy? There are plenty of attractions to visit and lots of souvenirs to buy. Me, I'm a man of many hats. If you don't believe me, watch. Howdy, partner. Camelot. I know, stick to your other career. Everywhere in this park you hear the faint sound of screaming. We tracked it down. It all emanates from Batman the Ride. You don't ride in a car, you hang from your shoulders. It's happening to those people now. There they are, look at them. Just their feet are hanging down. They're gonna go down and then upside down. It's terrifying, but I'm gonna do it. Batman! Here we go. Oh, I'm upside down. There goes my wallet. There goes my change. There goes my lunch, but I'm not afraid. I'm terrified. Takes your breath away. Upside down 3 times. I couldn't believe. If you come to the park, ride Batman Ride. All right. So it was this ride. So it wasn't exactly Batman, but this is scary too. Believe me, it's scary.
That's a boy. Roz, it looks like Dick's a major fan of these wild rides. Maybe he'd like to take Blitz out on the trail.
Oh, come on, Eric. We're going to have a really good time. Promise. Whoa. There you go. It's always scary the first time you do anything until you learn the ropes. Just as Tom Baldrick discovered when he had a breathtaking experience over Hopewell. Ready? Come on, girl.
The idea of actually flying in a large laundry basket is not too appealing.
We may go 2,000 to 3,000 feet. Sometimes we've gone as high as 5,000 to 6,000 feet.
The idea of hot air ballooning is very appealing.
What's the difference between the two? Not much, is there?
Not much, no.
It's all a matter of how you look at life, and hot air ballooning can give you an exciting new way to see life in good old New Jersey.
So many people that come along say, gee, I really didn't realize that New Jersey was this pretty.
Terry Harrison is a balloonatic whose company, Harrison Air and Ringos, has been taking people on floating fantasies at sunrise and sunset since 1973.
Well, we fly all year round. October is the busiest month, and that actually turns out to be an overwhelming month. Everybody likes to try to catch the leaves, but it's really difficult to plan that, and we're Yeah, that time of year we're booked up a month, month and a half in advance.
Each passenger gets to take part in a thrilling 2 to 3 hour adventure, which begins with helping during the inflation process. I found that keeping busy prevented me from getting nervous or too excited.
Hey, if anybody has to make a visit, you better do it now, because once we get up there, we're not going to pull over.
In minutes, it's time for the mystery flight. A mystery, my friends, because your destiny is blowing in the wind.
We don't steer the balloon. We have to wait for our landing opportunities to come to us.
See you later, hopefully.
Bye.
Would you like to fly, my beautiful balloon? Ah, this is a good direction.
The peaceful bird's eye view is music to the ears, eyes, and every other sense we own. There were photographs and memories to last a lifetime. As a chase crew within radio contact followed our every move, Terry took 4 of us for a great ride. We shared thrills. We shared laughs.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Does it? You ever used that line before?
And to cap it off, because of the conditions, we even got lucky on the 1 in 25 chance of a crash landing, in which the pictures here don't do it justice.
Contact sport, huh?
There we are.
You
Yes.
bet.
Well, that's a very interesting evening, actually.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it goes calm and windy, calm and breezy.
After landing, your body helps in the deflation process, while your mind is still in the clouds.
That's how I used to get my leaves out of my bucket at home. That's how I do my laundry.
Oh, it was fantastic. It really was. I'd do it tomorrow. I'd go back in there tomorrow.
You're floating up there and you kind of look down on the earth and everything looks very simple, but it was very thrilling.
So this is what we live for. Those kind of thrills, that kind of fun, that kind of beauty. I had it all.
Your journey ends with the awarding of certificates.
I didn't even touch it.
And a relaxing champagne toast. Though I think the bubbly may have helped more before the flight.
Okay, once again, science and skill has overcome fear and superstition.
Here, here.
Thank you. Here, here.
Thank you, Terry. You were the best.
Oh, thank you.
Tom had such a great time on his ballooning trip, his feet still haven't touched the ground. Well, Eric, are you ready to mount up?
Well, I think you're putting the cart before the horse. I haven't even put the saddle on yet. When we come back, we'll show you where to get the best deal on museum-quality crafts.
And we'll take you through historic Cranberry.
Now here's some wonderful family activities throughout New Jersey you'll want to take note of. For a free, beautiful New Jersey travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
That's girl. You're getting it.
And, oh, good boy.
Careful,
Good boy.
keep, walk on.
Come on, Roz.
Not coming, walk on.
Whoa. Oh.
All right. Riding on horseback is one of the best ways to explore the Pinelands. These trails go for hundreds of miles from here at the ranch into Bass River State Forest. Our guide is going to take us on a 5-mile excursion.
This is a great adventure, provided, of course, that you can stay in the saddle. Whoa! But Eileen Matthews says that you don't have to go into the woods to ride with the horses.
Bells chime from a church steeple. The clappity-clap of horse hooves. Fragrant flowers line a brick-covered walkway. A soft wind blows in an old stone graveyard. Are these the simple sights and sounds of a time gone by?
No, and lucky for us, it still exists right here in New Jersey.
This is historic Cranberry Town, founded in 1697. It can take you back to a time when our country was just beginning. And the best way to see this quaint village is the same way our early ancestors did, by carriage, of course. Along the way, you can peek at antiques or peruse a unique used bookshop. And carriage driver Kevin McMinn will take you on a tour pointing out historic places of interest along the way.
And up here on the left, the yellow building, is the museum here in town.
Preserving close to 300 years of history is important to the folks in Cranberry. Here, visitors can experience what it was like to live hundreds of years ago. The village even played a significant role during the Revolutionary War.
The night of June 25th, 1778, Washington's troops came here and settled, and he discussed the plans for the Battle of Monmouth with Alexander Hamilton and Marquis de Lafayette.
Although Washington never slept here, Cranberry was an important stagecoach stop for weary travelers, and the place to find lodging and food was the Cranberry Inn. Today, 230 years later, the tradition continues. Although the inn has been expanded, care has been taken to preserve its past.
This section of the wall was left exposed so that people could see how this tavern is built. This indicates the construction in the 1700s.
Like any inn or house that's been around for a long time, some say there are spirits that are still haunting the inn. And up here in the attic, I believe it. But there's something even more intriguing to be found here.
This is the recessed trapdoor to our alleged body hiding box. This is the area that they would secret away slaves if they were being searched for.
They really wanted their freedom bad enough to do something.
To see this space makes you realize what people had to go through to seek freedom.
A lesson we should all learn to appreciate what our freedom is.
And this proud village of Cranberry has always been there to help make those dreams of freedom a reality.
Cranberry is a sleepy little town. That's part of what makes it so much fun to visit.
So is Peters Valley near Layton. But for one weekend in July, when the population skyrockets as art lovers from the tri-state area converge on the mountains for the annual craft fair. Hey, good boy.
When you think of crafts, do images of popsicle stick log cabins and tile-covered candy dishes come to mind? Well, the word craft also describes works of art, and one of the best places to buy these colorful creations is at the Peters Valley Craft Fair.
The quality of the show here is second to none. It's very good. It's very good quality. Some of the even larger shows, this show fits right in with them very well. The time that they spend jurying the artists shows. It does show.
Only the best are chosen to take part in this annual event that features the work of more than 150 contemporary and traditional craftspeople.
So what we have here at the Peters Valley Fair is very high-quality exhibitors with wonderful work, very diverse art forms. We also have demonstrations that are going on, music that makes the day a lot of fun. We have lots of great food available. We've always been very lucky with the weather.
I weave contemporary baskets. I use bright colors and unusual materials like grapevines and rattan reed. Sometimes I'll incorporate something like a driftwood or different colors that you wouldn't normally see in traditional baskets.
Well, the Peters Valley Fair is very unique in my opinion, and it's primarily because it's run by an organization that is in the business of educating people about crafts. We're not just a promoter.
Since 1970, award-winning craftspeople have traveled to this haven in the Kittatinny Mountains to hone their skills at the Artist in Residence program.
We have one in each of our 6 different studio areas, and they are blacksmithing, ceramics, fine metals, fiber, photography, and wood.
Have you always wanted to take a blacksmithing class? Here's your chance to study with nationally recognized artist teachers. The center offers a wide variety of workshops that are open to anyone with a desire to learn. Over the past 25 years, Peters Valley has earned a distinguished reputation as a major crafts education center. The village store is open year-round. It features the work of the residents as well as other exceptional crafters. But nothing beats the fair if you're a shopper in search of a great selection of art, from fantastic to fun.
It's a beautiful setting, but primarily the quality of the crafts that are offered for sale makes this fair a lot of fun and a place where people come back year after year.
That's what I call extraordinary craft work. I think I might have to shop at the fair both days.
Well, if we're going to go by horseback, we probably ought to leave now. When we come back, we'll head to the beach to build sandcastles in Belmar.
And then we'll party on the water at the night in Venice.
Here's more fun fare for you, your family, and friends coming up in New Jersey. For a free, beautiful New Jersey travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
Well, Eric, what did you think of the ride?
It was really great.
I knew you'd like it.
Yeah.
I bet you're hungry now.
I was hungry before I left. Those guys are chowing down now, too.
Yeah, good for them, because I only have enough for the 2 of us.
Thank you very much. At Ocean City's Night in Venice, there's plenty of food to go around, but that's only part of the fun. Tricia Bowman says that people really turn out for the Carnival of Lights.
Vacationers usually crowd the shore town of Ocean City to enjoy its warm beaches, cool ocean waters, and the boardwalk with all its amusing activities.
On one night in July, most people will leave the boardwalk attractions and head for the docks. Why? Well, for Night in Venice, of course. You've never heard of Night in Venice? Well, let me show you what you've been missing.
Well, they say on Night in Venice, Ocean City tilts to the west, which is where the boat parade is held, with so many people on the island. I really think it sinks a few inches because the town is absolutely packed.
That's right, packed with boats, people, and you can't forget the parties. You'll find the party themes as varied as those who participate. The only creative limitations are set by the imagination. This is the night the Bayfront home and boat owners go all out. Catered parties line the block, and there are enough people running around in costumes to rival any Halloween night.
There are 4 ways into town, but make sure you cross the 9th Street Bridge before 6 in the evening because once this bridge goes up, it's not coming down until the parade passes by.
The event attracts over 100,000 people to the Ocean City Bayfront.
Normally have over 100 boats, and they're in various sizes, from 50 feet down to little 12-footers. And we also have a decorated home competition. We get close to 300 decorated homes involved in the event.
This parade has a very long history. It began at the turn of the century and was called the Bay Carnival. But it really took off when it was revived in the 1940s by Ocean City and Art Watkins. He called it Night in Venice and modeled it after the boat parades in Venice, Italy. Year after year, people flock to the bulkheads to catch a glimpse of the decorated boats and to take part in the party atmosphere along the waterfront.
Every year there's a contest in the family to determine what the theme should be. This year's theme is because I just had 2 new grandchildren and I have 2 more due in September.
I've seen the parade every year since 1967, and I guess what I remember most about Night in Venice is as the sun sets, watching all the boats out in the bay. It gets dark and all the lights on the boats show up, and it's just like a Disney spectacular.
It's one of the real big things when they have the parade for Nights in Venice here in Ocean City. Everybody comes to see the parade, everybody enjoys it. And everybody comes and has a good time and parties.
The festivities go well into the night. And as dawn breaks on the new day, memories of the annual Night in Venice boat parade will live on well after the decorations come down.
I don't know, I was thinking Mexican this year, huh? You like this hat? It's kind of me, huh?
Night in Venice transforms the bay every July, so put on your party hats and go to the show.
In our Kids Play segment, Emily Kane takes us to a different kind of gala, one where you need both sand and water to play.
I love to build sandcastles, really big sandcastles, so this time I thought I'd get a little help from my friend. Okay, Charlie, bring it over here. This could take a while, so while he's working, I'll tell you about the Belmar Sandcastle competition. Okay, maybe you've been thinking you need to be exposed to more art, but it's summer. You don't really want to leave the beach to enter the hush-hush halls of an art museum. So don't. Every summer, the art comes to the beach. In fact, the beach is the art in the Sandcastle competition in Belmar. Nearly 1,700 participants from all over the tri-state area enter the competition, shovels and pails in hand, to create their own sandy works of art.
This event is open to people of all ages, and we have 4 different age categories, and we also break it into sand sculpture and sand castle competition. So in addition to first, second, and third place prizes in all of the age categories, we also give out a major best in show for the best castle and best in show for the best sculpture.
Every skill level is represented in the competition, from those who do it just for fun.
Every year we come back, and it's a lot of fun.
To those serious enough about the art of sandcastle building to earn the title expert. Chuck Feld has been sculpting for over 10 years. Although now he wins sandcastle competitions all over the country, he started playing with sand for the same reason most of us did.
Oh, sheer boredom on the beach. Couldn't stand sitting there. Had to do something. Kids were young. Started doing dinosaurs. One thing led to another.
Kids make up a large percent of the competitors testing their creativity.
Oh yeah, they come up with some really good ideas and some novel ideas. I got this from one of them one time. It's the old blow away the loose strap with a straw trick.
Good sportsmanship and working together, as you can see. You know, nobody's like trying to do their own thing, and gives them something to do in the summer with the other children.
I think some of these kids are great. They haven't emptied the ocean yet with their buckets, but they're working on it. And it's a lot of fun for them. And I hope later maybe to show them maybe a little better ways of doing things and maybe get them a little better next year. They'll have all year to practice.
And if this sandcastle building expert has his way, there will be more opportunities next year to showcase all their practicing.
I've been going up and down the Jersey coast trying to promote it, trying to get more and more people interested in it, trying to get more and more people to learn how to do it and help them out.
It's an art form, one that we can all create, and have a great day at the beach besides.
These people are dying to get to Belmar Beach. Yeah.
So head to the Belmar Beach for the Sandcastle competition. It's free, it's fun, and on a beautiful summer day, art on the beach can't be beat.
All right, Eric, get out your shovel and your bucket because I know you're an expert sandcastle builder.
I am not an expert, but I must admit I'm better at sandcastles than I am at horseback riding.
Which isn't very hard.
Ooh. Our thanks to everyone here at Bass River Ranch for their hospitality. We'd especially like to thank Sweet Pea and Blitz for putting up with us.
Our personal horses. Yeah. We'll see you the next time on Discover New Jersey. I'm Roz Miller Sparks.
And I'm Eric Luskin. Take care.
Both days.
But if we're going to go by horseback, we better leave now. When we come back, we'll head for the beach to build sandcastles in Belmar.
Hi to the camera.
For more information on the places and events we just discovered and for a free travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
Funding for Discover New Jersey has been provided by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism.
AAA, helping families plan national and international vacations for more than 90 years. AAA provides one-stop travel centers throughout the Garden State, staffed by dedicated people. Like public television, the AAA Automobile Clubs of New Jersey, your neighbors, helping to discover New Jersey and the world.
This is an NJN News Minute with Kent Manahan.
President Clinton is raising money for his re-election bid in New Jersey today. The president toured the Ford assembly plant in Edison late this afternoon where he addressed workers. Then tonight it's on to a $1,000 a plate fundraising dinner with state Democrats in Somerset. Organizers hope the event will bring in $1 million for the Clinton-Gore re-election bid. The Lakehurst Naval Air Station has been spared by the Base Closing Commission. The action reverses a Pentagon recommendation to close the facility, and it saves 3,000 jobs in the process. 3 strikes and you're in is now the law in New Jersey. Governor Whitman signed the measure today. It imposes life sentences on 3-time violent offenders. The weather, a mixture of sun and clouds tomorrow, highs in the mid-70s. Join us weeknights.
This News Minute was made possible by the New Jersey Association of Realtors, assisting you in buying and selling a home in New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Hella Young, and here are tonight's winning New Jersey lottery numbers.
This is NJN, the New Jersey Channel.
WNJN Montclair, broadcasting from the campus of Montclair State University.
It happened branch by branch, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community. Now First Fidelity has over 650 branches in 5 states. We're very proud of this growth, but we know that banking isn't really about size or even numbers. It's about people. Commitment to the people and communities where we work and live, which is why First Fidelity is a proud underwriter of New Jersey Network.
Funding provided for the following program on America's health and well-being is made possible by Bristol-Myers Squibb Pharmaceutical Group, providers of innovative prescription medicines and diagnostic products worldwide.
I don't know my cholesterol level. I never checked.
But I think mine's about 225 or something like that.
167.
No, I don't know what it is.
It was like 237.
It's like 160.
173.
I have no idea.
Do you know what your cholesterol number is? Hello, I'm Faith Daniels. Thanks to educational campaigns, it's common knowledge that a high level of cholesterol in the blood is one of the most important risk factors for heart disease.
Find out why it could send you to the cleaners. Plus, your car's in the auto shop, but who's minding the store? Are the state's top cops letting rip-offs run rampant? And as our travel bargain series continues, painting the town red while keeping your wallet in the black. Hi, everybody. I'm Janice Lieberman, and welcome to Steals and Deals. We are the scam and rip-off show of record, along with the consumer news you can use every day. Up first, beware that payment you're dropping in the mail. you might be handing over a blank check to a criminal. It's a classic scam making a hot comeback. Jerry Cobb explains how in tonight's special investigation.
When television producer-director Lloyd Thaxton made out 2 insurance checks on his computer last month, he never dreamed they wouldn't reach their proper destination. By the time this check was received by Lloyd's bank, the payee had changed, as well as the amount. His $1,214 had mysteriously grown to over $4,000. But the bank was on the ball and called him to verify.
It was a total surprise. I'm looking down at the number, and they said, well, that's not who it was made out to. And when they told me who it was made out to, it was a surprise. I said, how could that happen? And they said, your checks were washed.
Check washing is nothing new to the LAPD's Bunko Forgery Department, where detectives told us crooks mix a regular witch's brew of chemicals to do the job.
They just use simple household chemicals and things that can be bought out of the local drugstore or hardware store. They simply dip the check into it. It eradicates the writing that's on it, and they rewrite the check.
Detective Hunter showed us his latest specimen, a fine example of the counterfeiter's art and the victim's dismay.
This check she had originally written out for a utilities bill for somewhere in the neighborhood of $20, is now for $850, and made out to a person that she has never met or known in her life.
In Lloyd Thaxton's case, the crook washed everything but the signature. A slick trick, but some crooks aren't so careful, as Karen Scales discovered when she looked through her canceled checks.
I was looking at, well, who's Michelle? I never bought an '89 Datsun, and then it dawns on me, ding, and look at the signature. That's my name. You know, it was weird.
But it's not her signature. This time the counterfeiter had washed the entire check, clumsily replacing Karen's name. The original checks, intended as tax payments, never made it to their destination, leaving Karen with possible late penalties that compound daily.
I'm going to definitely use a permanent marker, one of those laundry permanent markers, to write my checks.
Is check washing really so simple? We decided to concoct our own witch's brew of chemicals commonly found in the home. We then snagged a personal check for $5 from an unsuspecting volunteer, Mary Lee McFarland. Now for the wash. The ink slowly dissolved before our eyes. Incredible. Now to dry the check. And rewrite it. I could use an extra $5,000. Let's see what Mary Lee thinks of our handiwork.
Can we cash this? Do you mind if we cash it?
Oh, please. What did you do to this? This is not what I made it out to, and that's not my handwriting. That is my signature.
No, it's not. I did that.
You did this? You forged my signature?
So what can be done to combat this crime? Bank of America has come up with one idea. Its Secure Checks incorporates all sorts of safety devices, including chemically sensitive paper that exposes any tampering attempts.
This check has been washed, and you can see that the side has been altered because of the components that the check is made up of. The safety paper actually turns the check brown. The other side shows another type of chemical. The paper reacts by kind of bleeding out the ink, and little blue dots and red dots appear. Bank of America is really trying to stem the tide of check fraud.
It's always a good idea to use a ballpoint pen when making out your checks, and to use dark blue or black ink. Those are harder to wash out. And to really play it safe, always mail your checks from inside a post office. Never use the mailbox outside of your home with the flag up to signal the postman. That flag can just as easily signal a thief. For Steals and Deals, I'm Jerry Cobb in Los Angeles.
Sometimes it's not your check, but your car that the vehicle's it for a scam. We've caught many crooked mechanics in the act over the years, but now we've learned of a major national crackdown on auto repair fraud has been stalled. Scott Cohn is in our Chicago bureau to tell us why. Scott?
Janice, national surveys consistently show auto repair as the #1 source of consumer complaints. Now, no matter how you feel about last fall's election results, they apparently threw a big wrench into plans to reform the auto repair industry.
Bringing your car into the shop can be like a journey into the unknown.
It's very uncomfortable to go someplace where you know nothing about what you needed to get done, and having to rely, on the person.
Ricky Enck remembers when a mechanic told her car needed a new rocker arm for $900.
And I took it in for a second estimate,
and it really, wasn't anything at all.
Auto repair scams have been a top source of complaints for years. But after Sears got into trouble over allegations of auto repair fraud in 1992, state officials across the country had had enough. The National Association of Attorneys General formed a task force, and the industry braced itself for a scathing report. There were high hopes for the report. It was supposed to produce the most sweeping reforms yet of the auto repair business. The report was supposed to come out last fall. Now, officials say it may be ready this fall, if then. The reason apparently has to do with last November's elections. Roland Burris was on the task force as Illinois' Attorney General. He left office to run for governor.
Automobile repair industry is a #1 complaint for consumers in Illinois.
But officials in the new Attorney General's office won't even discuss the probe. So many attorneys general left office last year that the task force was thrown into disarray. In Washington, Senator Richard Bryan pushed the probe as chairman of the Senate Consumer Affairs Subcommittee. But he's a Democrat, so he lost his chairmanship in November. A source close to the new committee says auto repair is not on its front burner. Bryan says it should be.
It is my sense that auto repair problems grow each year as automobiles become more complex, as people become increasingly dependent upon their automobiles.
When the report finally does come out, officials say, look for an emphasis on information, price lists, so consumers will know what's reasonable. Will it make a difference? No one knows for sure, but first the report has to be issued, and that, it turns out, is no easy feat.
The best guess now on when that report might be released? October, a year after it was originally promised. That from the lead Attorney General in the group, New Jersey's Deborah Poritz. But the Attorney General's Association says it's given up on even setting a target date anymore. Janice?
Well, Scott, the task force has already been working on this for 2 whole years. Why would the election throw it off so much?
Well, no one will come right out and say it, but some of those who have been pushed aside by the elections and the changes in personnel say that the whole mood toward regulation in Washington has changed. That's one of the reasons that the report is likely to recommend more of a state-by-state approach. And give you an example, that Senate Consumer Affairs Subcommittee, which had auto repair scams as its top priority, now has product liability as its top priority.
Okay, we'll keep on top of this. Scott Cohn from Chicago, thanks so much for joining us. And when Steals and Deals continues, forget the local mall. Your kid may be using the computer for a shopping spree and buying trouble. Plus, our travel guru shows you how to live it up in high style on your European vacation, even on that low budget. Stick around.
This program is sponsored by the Burger Funds.
I'm Bill Berger, a shareholder and also a director of the Burger Funds. I spent over 40 years as an investment advisor, and during that time, I watched many people try to time the market, thinking they can jump in when prices are low, jump out when prices are high. But experience shows even the experts have difficulty making money this way. And so instead, most successful investors have a long-term perspective, committing to a regular program of fixed dollar investments. The result is that they buy more shares when the market is low, fewer when it's high, putting time and market fluctuations to work for them by lowering the average per share cost. To learn more about the no-load burger funds, including performance figures, call 800-333-1001. All it takes is $250 to start, $50 thereafter. And over time, as the fable shows, you could find yourself steadily getting where you want to go.
Today, over 70% of our sales come from commercial and international customers, adding to our strength in some very dynamic markets. And if who we are surprises you, maybe it's time you changed your perception of Rockwell.
In China, courtesy demands that one never leave his plate completely empty. Thankfully, this rule does not apply to one's glass. Qingdao, the great beer of China.
Now get 1 year of the new New Yorker week after week for just $19.97. Save over $100 off the cover price and get this special cartoon collection free with your paid subscription. Call 1-800-851-1400.
Tonight, You think our government is strangled by too much red tape?
So does Indiana Congressman Dave McIntosh. Join him and us tonight on Equal Time.
That's tonight on Equal Time with Mary Matalin and Dee Dee Myers.
This week, all the stars come out on Charles Grodin. Tonight, it's leading ladies Debbie Reynolds and Bebe Neuwirth. Saturday, it's comedian Jerry Lewis and newsman Jeff Greenfield. And Sunday, it's a close-up look at the O.J. Simpson trial. It all happens this week on Charles Grodin.
Tonight, Geraldo Rivera takes you inside the O.J. Simpson trial on Rivera Live.
Welcome back to Steals and Deals. As we showed you earlier this week, many parents are worried about what their kids will stumble across while surfing the computer networks. And sexually explicit material is not the only problem. NBC's George Lewis reports on another internet threat.
Maya Mosier is 10 years old. Recently, a delivery service dropped off this package at the Mosier house in Northern California. It came addressed to her, and no one was required to sign for it. Maya's father opened it for us. Inside, an assortment of beer.
This is what a 10-year-old might want.
It was ordered from a beer catalog company that advertises on the internet. Earlier this month, to make a point, the Boston Globe newspaper used the internet to send a bottle of vodka to a 2-year-old in New York City. Catalog companies which use the internet to sell alcoholic beverages say there are safeguards. They routinely insist that adults sign for all deliveries. But Maya's father, who actually ordered the beer in her name, says he did it to show there are too many loopholes, that booze doesn't belong on the internet.
It's interactive, it's very attractive to young people. Large number of young people are on the internet, and it's putting out the wrong message.
15-year-old Niall Kennedy showed us how he could get into Tribe Z. That's an online club created by Zima, a malt beverage made by Coors Brewing.
So when it says you must be 21 or older, how old did you tell them you were?
I said I was 23.
The makers of beer, wine, and distilled spirits steadfastly deny they are using the internet to target consumers under 21 years of age. This microbrewery and pub in Marin County, California says it's not about selling to minors, it's about cheap advertising.
Don't think this is an internet issue. There's no question that underage drinking is a problem, but it isn't an internet problem, it's a society problem.
I'm presently
One answer to the problem, new software that will permit parents to lock their kids out of adult areas on the internet, including the sites that market booze.
We felt we wanted to put the choice in the user's hand to allow parents to be really involved in what their children see over the internet. And this way they can choose what they want to see. And if we have blocked something that they want their children to see, they can simply turn SurfWatch off.
Whether the internet is a safe place for kids has become a hot issue. Liquor companies are under fire for advertising there. Congress worries about pornography. Some say it's simple. Parents should take more responsibility. There's a major battle brewing. George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Well, it wasn't what he bought, but what he stole that landed a 10-year-old South Carolina boy in big trouble. And now Anton Chilson is getting a tough lesson in honesty. His father ordered him to sell everything he owns, his basketball, his bike, even his Nintendo, all because Anton stole money from his own grandmother. Anton's father is a police officer and has put up an ad in the newspaper about the reason for Anton's Saturday garage sale. Carl Chilson says he hopes his son learns a lesson.
I'm going to do my part as far as letting him learn values and understanding that when you hurt someone else, the chances are it will come back to you.
Anton's dad says this is a very out of character for Anton, who happens to be a straight-A student. Well, thinking of taking a European vacation, looking to save a few bucks and still have fun? You are in the right place. As our travel king Arthur Frommer tells us, you can go for broke without breaking the bank.
The money that you spend for evening entertainment abroad is another example of the travel expenditures that can be cut without depriving yourself, in this case, of fine evening entertainment. And the way that you do that is by favoring the highest quality theater, concerts, and recitals instead of the tawdry cabaret clip joints and nightclubs designed solely for tourists. All over the world, minor show business figures are scheming to separate you from your travel funds by presenting various superficial nightclub acts, showgirls, jugglers, and comics in shows of which there's scarcely one worth crossing the street for. The best entertainment abroad, and especially in Europe, is at the theaters and in the concert halls, and the price of tickets to those events is sometimes a fraction of American levels. $20 admits you to the Concertgebouw in Amsterdam or to the ballet in Brussels, and the performers there play to the most demanding audiences on earth. Whatever may be your own theater-going habits or lack of them at home, a European vacation is an occasion for rediscovering your better self. Devote your evenings abroad not to nightclubs, but to high-grade theater recitals and concerts, and you'll imbibe the finest of champagnes, figuratively speaking, but at a cost more suited to beer. I'm Arthur Fromer for Steals and Deals.
That sounds perfect. Thanks, Arthur. We'll tell you why one stamp is getting the cold shoulder at many post offices across the country when Steals and Deals continues, and who says you can't build a better mousetrap. Gadget man Dick DeBartolo shows us some of the hottest inventions made by all of you. Stick with us for more.
This is CNBC.
Get your pen ready to put something at the top of your list. Try Investor's Business Daily for 2 weeks free.
Anything having to do with the economy and the confidence level and the employment levels and the leading economic indicators, those are the things that I follow very carefully.
Call now to get this valuable audio tape, 100 Ways to Improve Your Investment Results, plus 2 weeks of Investor's Business Daily free. Call 800-453-1600. Do it now.
I had an itchy rash. I previously used cortisone 10. Then I used Gold Bond medicated cream.
Gold Bond medicated anti-itch cream. Itch relief that starts to work on contact. And a recent clinical study showed at 10 minutes, Gold Bond cream provided more effective itch relief than cortisone 10. And Gold Bond contains 2 medically proven pain relievers not found in cortisone 10.
The Gold Bond cream relieved my itch immediately.
For effective, immediate itch relief, try Gold Bond medicated anti-itch cream.
Presenting the Quick and Riley Free Investor Package. Leslie Quick began investing 30 years ago. He did his own research, made his own decisions. He found brokers didn't give him what he needed, and they charged too much.
I started Quick and Riley with one goal in mind.
That goal was to help independent investors do better every day. How? By offering the Quick and Riley Investor Package. It's yours free when you open an account. In it, you get helpful, unbiased information. S&P company reports, the S&P stock guide, our proprietary dividend study and telescan online charting software. You'll even receive commission rates that are as much as 73% lower than Merrill Lynch and 33% lower than Schwab and Fidelity, all with the personal service you deserve. So open an account and get your investor package with charting software free. This $93 value is available for a limited time. Call today. Quick and Riley, where independent investors do better every day.
Welcome back to Steals and Deals. Our gizwiz, Dick DeBartolo, is always showing you great ideas other people came up with. Well, now it's your turn in the spotlight. Our gizwiz is here to show off creative gizmos and toys invented by you the viewer. You're standing up right now, and you've got something.
I'm standing up, and I will stand for this. Yeah, we asked viewers to send in inventions, and indeed, they did. This is the multi-purpose beach sled invented by Ed Sayet. What it is that you put all your gear on here when you're going to the beach. You roll it along a hard surface. When you get to the sand, you remove the wheel, and then it'll slide along the sand because it has these runners.
Isn't that
now,
clever?
it's multi-purpose, and we're going to show you a couple of photographs. You can also use it around the garden. You can put garden tools on it. You can use it for picnicking. You can put an ice chest on it. It's about $65, and it comes with some attachments, bungee cords and such, so that you can use it for
You can stick your
things.
umbrella in it.
There's a hole in the center to put the umbrella in it, so at the beach.
Very clever.
It's a neat idea.
We have smart viewers.
Oh, yeah. Our second one is from Tim Holman. Now, Tim evidently moved a lot. I actually spoke to all four of these inventors. He moved a lot. He has a large poster collection. And he found every time he went to a new place and put new push pins in it, he was ruining his posters. So he invented cornerets. They're little guys that you put on the corner of the poster. You push this little black thing, and it locks onto the corner of the poster. And then it has a push pin in the back, so it goes into a wall that you normally use tacks on, or you can use it on a cork bulletin board. And Ed was very, Tim was very lucky. He got this into the new Lillian Vernon catalog. By the way,
was very lucky
with
that.
He has been working on this for 6 years, and his investment is close to $100,000. You know, everybody goes, oh, it's just plastic.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. It costs like $30,000 to design the machine, to make cornerets. So I just point this on that if you want to get into inventing, it's not an easy task.
We wish him luck.
Okay, we wish him luck. Scott Waltman, he was collecting little golf balls, had a bunch of them, didn't know what to do with them. He's trying a different approach, the whimsy approach. He has taken old golf balls, cleaned them up, put little faces on them, and he sells them as Adopt a Ball. They come with a little adoption certificate, probably a cute little gift to give to a golfer. It comes with its own little bag, which Ed says can be the golf green, and it comes with a little bag of sand and a little golf tee, and he's selling those for $6.50.
Cute gimmick.
His name is Scott, rather. And finally, Wendy Rath has 4 kids, and every Christmas she said, Dick, I was taking out boxes of used gift wrap.
Right.
So she invented Re-Wrap. They're fabric bags that you put a gift in and just pull it closed. But with the kids, she put an extra little plastic wrap on it so she could tell if anybody has
tampered.
has opened the gift beforehand. And you know, one of the fun things about this, I loathe wrapping gifts.
Yes.
So this is like for a wine bottle. It's real easy. You just slide the wine bottle in, tie the ribbon closed, and you're really giving the person 2 gifts.
And it's environmentally sound.
It's environmental. I like the way you did that. Environmentally sound. They're $6.50, and she has multi-packs. And if you're interested in helping these people market them, call them.
Bye. All right. Thanks so much. Well, maybe you're not into inventing. Maybe you like collecting. How about stamps? It's the world's largest hobby and a real moneymaker. Please get in line for the best bargains around. Hi, everybody. I'm Janice Lieberman, and welcome to Steals and Deals. We are the scam and rip-off show of record, along with the consumer news that you can use every day. Last night, we brought you an exclusive report on insurance fraud, an inside look at the criminals who stage car accidents for a living. It's a big business, one that's costing us all. Now, a story about one innocent man who paid the ultimate price.
Robert, then just tell my girls after I'm gone not to feel sorry for me. I enjoyed my life and I had a good one.
I find it very difficult. I'm having a hard time with it. I was really close with my father. This is when he was young and sexy, Mark.
Oh, yes. Those were the good old days.
Viola Terenzi misses her father. On June 3rd, 1993, Paul Langevin was killed in a car accident. Although it's been over 2 years since that fateful day, Viola's pain and loss lingers.
It hasn't gotten that much better. For me personally, I still think about it every day. It's more the fact that he isn't around that is very difficult.
The 70-year-old retired insurance broker's car was broadsided by a rented U-Haul truck. It happened a few miles from his home in Springfield, Massachusetts. Several hours later, Paul Langevin died from his injuries.
We all talked to one another and decided, Dad would say, it was an accident, the other person didn't mean to do it. You can't hate the person because it was an accident.
5 months after the tragic accident, the family received a phone call from the district attorney's office. He had incredible news. The accident had a new name: murder.
We received information from a relative of one of the defendants that this was not an accident, that in fact it was a staged accident designed to collect insurance funds.
Why? How much money could you get from it?
Looking to answer that and many other questions, the DA's office, with help from the Insurance Fraud Bureau of Massachusetts and the state police, reopened the case. About 1 year after the fatal accident, Paul Langevin's murder trial began. The local press was there.
37-year-old Stephen Wojcik and his 23-year-old nephew Robert Wojcik are alleged to have engineered the accident, with Robert supposedly the one who put his foot on the accelerator, resulting in the death of a 71-year-old motorist on Allen Street a year ago, June 3rd.
Mark Usher, the driver of the van that caused the accident, explained how the scheme worked. In a statement to investigators, Usher said Robert Wojcik had hired him to drive the U-Haul truck and help remove garbage from homes in the area.
The planning that went into it was actually remarkable. They realized the need to have somebody else driving the vehicle. They realized the need to have a particular story for the police officers.
Usher had no idea he was key to their plan to collect insurance money as injured passengers. He stated the Wojciks, while in the van, talked about collecting money from previous injuries and boasted that the system is easy to beat. Later, he testified in court it was Robert Wojcik's left foot that forced his right foot down on the accelerator, making the van leap into the street. And that after the accident, Robert Wojcik told him, quote, "Don't worry, we're going to get paid." End quote.
They pretended to have received injuries. Robert Wojcik, in the weeks following the collision, went to see a psychologist, claiming to be having difficulty sleeping, having nightmares about the collision, and he was diagnosed as suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Was it just utter nerve, what he pulled?
Absolutely. He claimed that following the collision, he had gone and sat in the car with Paul Langevin and held him as he literally died in his arms. We were able to locate the first person to get to the car was a nurse who stopped. She was in the car helping Mr. Langevin.
That was very hard to accept, that even after he knew that he caused the death, that he continued on with his little plan.
Dear Douglas, Paul, Jean, Patricia, Viola, I have been wanting to do something like this for a long time, and this is a good time to do so.
During final arguments, Jean Buckland read a letter to the court her father wrote in 1978.
I consider myself a very lucky man. I have 5 children, and I am so proud of each one of you that I do not really know how to express it in words. I hope that throughout your lives, you will continue to be a close-knit family and help each other to the best of your ability whenever necessary. This is all I have to say. Love to you all, Father, Paul Langevin.
Can you imagine a more conscious disregard for human life?
The trial lasted 5 days. The jury had reached a verdict.
Both Robert Wojcik and Stephen Wojcik were convicted of second-degree murder, and the sentence for second-degree murder is life in prison. They have an opportunity for a parole hearing after 15 years.
What do you think your father would say about all this?
Well, I think, knowing Dad, he would tell us to start being so sad.
And so the birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays continue at the Langevin household. But for many family members, the celebrations are painful reminders that someone dear to their hearts is missing from the picture. Both Wojaks are appealing their life sentences. The court will address that issue in a few months. As for Mark Usher, the driver of the van, charges of negligent vehicular homicide were dropped. Insurance fraud certainly isn't the only drain on your income. Sometimes it's well-meaning government that's wasting your money. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell explains how a 20-year-old federal treaty turned a giant water treatment plant into a big money pit.
In Yuma, Arizona, a few miles north of the Mexican border, sits a state-of-the-art plant built to filter salt out of the Colorado River.
Control room is...
The Yuma desalting plant is the largest and most expensive in the country. Building it took almost 20 years and cost taxpayers $260 million. After all that, the plant isn't running, isn't being used. And worse, critics say there is no longer a need for it.
Demolish it.
That's not so easy. The plant is built largely on a foundation of politics. The Colorado River is the water that runs the West, serving 7 states and Mexico. In 1973, the U.S. promised in a treaty to provide Mexico with fresh water from the Colorado. The problem is salt. Too much salt drains into the river from farmland irrigation in Arizona. That salt can damage crops downstream in Mexico. The government's solution? The Yuma desalting plant. Richard Sudak worked on the original plans, but says the project took too long.
There were tremendous overruns in it, so there were delays on delays, and really the necessity for the plant lessened as time went on.
Over the years the plant was under construction, experts found other ways to divert salty water using concrete-lined canals. And nature helped out. Flooding diluted the river's salt. Today, the plant runs only at a minimal standby level. That alone costs up to $6 million a year. This plant can take the salt out of 73 million gallons of water every day. But during its entire history, the plant operated for just 9 months. And even then, at only 1/3 capacity.
Only something to fix out here.
Sudak and other experts believe the facility is obsolete.
Someone in the government should be thinking seriously of demolishing the facility and then just cutting our losses.
But the current manager says the plant will be needed someday.
We still have the Mexican water treaty.
Today, the plant is looking to sell to businesses needing highly purified water.
I think that if we can get some non-federal people interested in using this plant, I think it'll start paying for itself.
In the fleecing of America, the Yuma plant is a $250 million project that critics say accomplished only one thing: pouring your money down the drain. Kelly O'Donnell, NBC News, Yuma, Arizona.
Stand by. It could save you lots of money the next time you fly to Europe. We'll tell you how it can work for you. Get in line for the sharpest skates and the best bargain on 3 wheels. Details when Steals and Deals continues.
Capstone Nico Japan Fund, New Zealand Fund, Growth Fund, and Medical Research Investment Fund are now available at no load. Call 1-800-262-6631 for information and a prospectus on these no-load mutual funds. That's 1-800-262-6631.
To review, on a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse...
Hey, could this be any more complicated? I think not. Luckily, getting school supplies is not so difficult. Hey, just memorize this. Office Max. They got everything you need for school, including quality brand names like Texas Instruments or visual organizers at guaranteed low prices that won't disturb those older people that live with you. So, even if school isn't your favorite place to hang, Office Max can get you ready. Office Max. We go to the max for you.
Investors. Let Value Line help you pinpoint stocks that could score big price gains. We'll rush you, as a bonus, our new ranks of 1,700 stocks for price performance in the next 12 months. We expect the 100 top-ranked stocks to outperform all the rest, but avoid the 400 lowest. Value Line has ranked stocks this way for over a quarter of a century with these powerful results. And here's a second great bonus. Value Line's current full-page reports on 1,700 stocks, each with up to 15 years of statistics, fully indexed for you in this giant reference set. Your reference will be constantly updated with more than 100 new stock reports sent to you each week. To get this reference set and new performance ranks as instant bonuses, try Value Line for 10 weeks, now only $55.
Call 800-521-3436 now for this extra bonus. Every investor's guide to Wall Street words. That's 800-521-3436. Call now.
Capstone Nikko Japan Fund, New Zealand Fund, Growth Fund, and Medical Research Investment Fund are now available at no load. Call 1-800-262-6631 for information and a prospectus on these no-load mutual funds. That's 1-800-262-6631.
Next on Jerry Spence. He's faced some tough opponents and won some of the court's biggest battles, but his biggest battle of all was getting his life back on track. Meet the man who inspired Jerry to change his ways. Supreme Court Justice Robert Rose. Next on Jerry Spence. CNBC is first in talk. First to bring you the best lineup of talk show hosts anywhere. Every night, we're first to cover the issues that matter to you. First with in-depth analysis of today's important events. CNBC is first in talk.
Tonight from Washington, see a side of our nation's capital you've never seen before. The Inside. Equal Time with Mary Matalin and Dee Dee Myers. It's a whole new side of politics.
Welcome back. Motorists beware. That's what the American Automobile Association is warning about 3 tiny towns along US 301 in Florida. Local police are so aggressive in ticketing speeders that AAA is considering designating the tiny towns of Waldo, Lottie, and Hampton as traffic traps. That designation would appear on the organization's maps. Most of the town's budgets come from speeding tickets, but local officials are sticking by their practice. Many speeders these days are not in cars, they're on inline skates. And if you'd like to take the plunge into this sport or just get a new pair of blades for yourself, you're in the right place. In tonight's Best Bargain segment, Alyssa Lazar has the inside track on inline skate discounts.
Spin that wheel! Spin that wheel!
There are over 12 million inline skaters today, but legends has it that the first inline skates date back to the early 1700s when a Dutchman tried to simulate ice skating during the summer. You can see that today's skaters, especially what's called aggressive skaters, use much more sophisticated equipment. We asked the experts what to look for in a good inline skate.
The first thing you look for is a fit. Make sure you get a great fit. Take the time to be fit properly. Go visit a good skate shop where people know what they're talking about and see someone there. The second thing you want to look for is a good quality upper. That's something that's going to offer you good ankle support and will really support you, especially as you've been out for a while and your legs start to get tired. The third thing is a urethane wheel. A rubber wheel will give you better ride, it'll be smoother, it'll be better, longer lasting in the long run, and won't wear out so fast. And get a real ball bearing in your skates. A good ball bearing will roll smoother, it'll roll longer, and you'll have more fun.
Although many people think that inline skates are unisex, there's a big difference between men's and women's skates.
We have skates that are men's, which are a little bit taller and a little bit wider, and women's, which are shorter cut from the calf and narrower in the last all the way around.
Every year, manufacturers are making dramatic improvements.
Most of the new innovations have come in braking. This is called an ABT brake, and what it does is it allows you to stop keeping all 8 wheels on the ground. What's new about that is everyone used to lift their toes up and they'd wobble and they'd lose their balance. Now you simply slide your foot forward, you put pressure on the cuff, and down it goes. In addition to braking, there's a couple new companies on the market trying some new things. One of them, for example, is K2, and they've gone to a softer front. They put the plastic up around the ankle and along through here to provide you the ankle support you need and the foot support you need, but they've taken a lot of the weight out of the front.
And of course, inline skating is a great sport for kids.
Children's skates are a lot of fun. Everybody looks at them, they're very cute, they're very small. This one right here is called a microblade from Rollerblade. And what it is a skate that has all the great parts you're looking for in a good quality adult skate, good ankle support, a real urethane wheel, a real bearing, but it comes with 2 liners. So as the child's foot grows, they outgrow the first liner, you remove it, and you insert the second liner. You get much longer life that way.
A good pair of recreational inline skates will cost anywhere from $100 to about $300. And the major brands to look for are Rollerblade, yes, it is a brand and not a sport, K2, Rosie's, Bauer, and Oxygen. If you want to become an inline skater, you should shop around at your local sporting goods or hockey stores, or you can call Blades West in New York City at 212-787-3911. You can also try calling Rolling Soles at 800-877-9609. They carry rollerblades, Roses, and will ship anywhere in the country. Or there's Performance Bicycle that offers their own brand of inline skates. Call Performance at 800-PBS-BIKE for their free catalog. If you're a beginner, start slow, take lessons, and always wear protective gear. Most important, have fun. I'm Melissa Lazar for Steals and Deals.
Spin that wheel!
And keep your pad and pen handy. We'll repeat those numbers for you at the end of our program. Well, you may also want to jot down some of the back-to-school buys we have coming up for you. Some really smart bargains. Plus, in the market for some cheap thrills, we'll show you how to save the next time you take to the friendly skies. More when Steals and Deals continues.
This is CNBC.
This program is sponsored by the Burger Funds.
I'm Bill Berger, a father and a grandfather, and I know kids have big dreams. As a parent, you want to help your children reach their dreams. But with college costs being what they are, the only way to make dreams possible for tomorrow is if you start to save today. The Burger Funds make it easy for you to get going, with low minimums of $250 to start, $50 thereafter. Choose between 3 no-load funds, the Burger 100, the Burger 101, and the Burger Small Company Growth Fund. For over 20 years, the Burger Funds have helped investors reach for their dreams. As a shareholder and director, I urge you to learn more. So call 800-333-1001 for a free investment fact kit and prospectus. After all, kids will always have big dreams, and the Burger Funds would like to help you make them come true.
Hey, you're in a hurry, right? That's okay, because what I'm going to tell you is going to save you a lot of time and money. You see, Office Depot's now selling Windows 95. Here, take a look. Low price, huh? Office Depot guarantees it. Installation and support are also available, on-site, in your home or office. Plus, Office Depot guarantees low prices on memory upgrades, hard drives, everything you need. Hey, where you going? The commercial's not over yet.
Taking care of business.
Who pulled the plug?
Something happens when you read the Wall Street Journal every business day. You start seeing opportunities where you never saw them before. See for yourself. Subscribe now to the Wall Street Journal. The Journal keeps you right at the heart of what's going on in business. Call now for the Journal and get your free guide to planning your financial future. Facts you need to start planning a secure future right now. Get 10 weeks of the Wall Street Journal for just $38 and get the guide free.
Call now, 800-647-5700. That's 800-647-5700.
Do you have trouble getting around? Call this number now for a free catalog on Rascal electric scooters from Electric Mobility. A Rascal is affordable, portable, and easy to use. You can have fun indoors or in the great outdoors on a Rascal.
Call now for a free, no-obligation in-home demonstration. Call toll-free 1-800-253-2300. That's 1-800-253-2300 for a free demonstration and more information. 1-800-253-2300.
Welcome back to Steals and Deals. Well, say goodbye to summer. Hello to the fast-paced fall. Time to get your young ones off to school. But how do you do it on a shoestring? Gizmo wizard Dick DeBartolo to the rescue. So how do we outfit all our young students out there?
To the rescue, but first I have to just clear up a wrong phone number last week. Jay Bean invented Coupon Mania. We gave the wrong phone number. Also, Jay said, even though it costs $30, use his system, and you'll easily save that $30 in coupons.
Okay, cleared up.
Yeah, back to school.
Yeah.
Some neat stuff from Thermos. This year we have lunch purses.
Oh.
Lunch purses for the girls.
Of course.
There's a Bobby, and of course, each one has its own little thermos for beverages. Recyclable, so you can use it.
Yes, over and over.
Pocahontas,
Gotta
very
have
big
her.
this year. Pocahontas in the purse. Pocahontas in the lunch box.
They are so
cute. If you don't want to carry logo stuff,
Yes.
Thermos has some plain ordinary guys.
Once they get older, sure.
Right, and the little place down here, Velcro pocket for keys and for change. Really neat.
Very
Some
cute.
high-tech lunch boxes.
Of course.
This is the Bobby one where you can actually carry a little Bobby figure to school with you in the side. For boys, Batman Forever with a little compartment on the side to
For a
put
can.
no, that's for your Batman figure.
I'm
for
sorry,
a
can of soda
This woman is
something.
not going back to school. Okay.
dumb.
You know, this is also neat from Thermos. So reasonable, under $13, a book bag with an insulated compartment for the food, for the sandwiches.
Now it's all in one. That's
all
very
in
nice.
one, nylon,
I like
shoulder
the colors.
strap. Very popular colors this year. Shoulder strap and a hand strap. Place for pens and pencils on the side. Under $13 is the list price. Yeah.
All right, you did well.
Boy, Texas Instrument has a whole new line of calculators out, including the Clear Calc, which we can see through.
Cute.
A whole bunch of them. They are $6 to $12.
The battery costs more practically.
Most of these are solar powered, and so she poses the question, I answer it immediately. And a lot of them are dual powered. Also from Texas Instruments, an entire line of organizers. And again, these are like from $10 to $40. And each one is blister packed. So you look on it, you see the features you want. Some have built-in alarm clocks.
And that little thing has an alarm clock?
A built-in alarm clock, and they hold anywhere from 50 to 300 entries. So as it goes up in price, it goes up in memory.
But they're so tiny, just slip them into your pocket
They're great for school kids. Now, Sharp has done specific back-to-school calculators. This one is for girls.
Because
it has a little mirror and a place for a photo, and it does your daily fortune, and it has a little homework assignment key where you enter what the assignment is, when it's due. You make a whole list of assignments. The calculator will not do your assignment for you.
No, but your lipstick will look good.
Yes, exactly. Now, for boys, okay, it's all the same features, except they've taken out the fortune-telling part and they've put in a sports trivia game, okay?
All right.
And they're under $50 from Sharp.
Back to school, everybody.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much. You passed with an A. All right, here's another way to save money. Slow down. Do you really have to catch that next flight? Couldn't you just wait a bit? You know, a little patience on your part could save you some money. Kevin McCullough shows you how to travel the smart way.
You've heard of recycled trash and recycled water, but you've probably never heard of recycled airline seats. A New York-based company called AirTech deals in them. It contracts with airlines, travel agents, and tour operators to fill unused seats with passengers willing to fly standby.
Right now I'm heading toward Paris, but it looks like I might be going to Iceland first, and then Luxembourg, and then into Paris. So just like that, you have a whole adventure.
An adventure that won't break the bank. AirTech charges a flat $169 each way to Europe from the East Coast, $249 from the West Coast, regardless of the carrier or destination. But the company won't tell you in advance which carriers it contracts with, and none of the participating airlines would permit us to identify them by name.
If you're the kind of person you can only fly on Delta, for example, or TWA, or you're trying to get your frequent flyer miles and you have to be at this place at this time, that's not for us.
Nor will the company promise to get you where you want to go, when you want to go.
How quickly do you want to get out?
I would like to leave tonight.
You want to leave tonight?
This woman wanted to go to Paris or Amsterdam, but agreed to go to Luxembourg, which appear to have standby seats available. However, after waiting at the airport several hours, she was told her connection to Luxembourg was sold out. So she ended up taking a flight to Copenhagen.
I have a Euro pass. It's no big deal. I have friends in different cities, so Copenhagen, why not? I mean, I have a Let's Go Europe. I have, you know, I'm not traveling with anyone else, so I'm all in one piece, and it'll be interesting.
Flexibility on all fronts is the key to travel with AirTech. If you can handle the uncertainty of destination and departure, then AirTech could be your ticket to adventure. If not, you're probably better off with a ticket consolidator or discount travel agency. Kevin McCullough for Steals and Deals, Newark International Airport.
And finally, if you've been the victim of a scam or ripoff and want to tell us about it, or know about a health or safety threat of importance, please write and tell us about it. The address for Steals and Deals is 2200 Fletcher Avenue, Fort Lee, New Jersey, 07024. Once again, it's 2200 Fletcher Avenue, Fort Lee, New Jersey, 07024. We rely on you for many of our stories, so we do appreciate your help. That's all for now, but on Monday, chances are you hate it, but spend lots of money on it anyway. Your hair. Get an expert's advice on how to save and look great. Plus, fasten your seatbelts. You're going for a spin in an antique automobile as we begin our week-long look at some oldies but goodies. Join us Monday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. I'm Janice Lieberman. Thanks for watching Steals and Deals. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Have a great weekend.
This is a CNBC News break. I'm Michelle Tracy. Firefighters attack a huge blaze on New York's Long Island from the air and from the ground. The brush fire has burned more than 6,000 acres in the Hamptons resort community. Sources tell the Associated Press arson is suspected. The National Transportation Safety Board calls for the inspection of all propellers, like the ones on a commuter plane that crashed on Monday. The NTSB has focused on a broken propeller blade as a possible cause of the crash. About 15,000 of the blades are in use worldwide. Senator Bob Packwood changes his mind. The Oregon Republican now says he wants public hearings into sexual and official misconduct charges against him. The Senate Ethics Committee has already voted against public hearings, but committee chairman Mitch McConnell says the panel will consider Packwood's request. The Dow closed up more than 20 points. Another news break in 30 minutes.
Tonight, renowned trial lawyer Jerry Spence goes inside today's famous cases. Who's getting justice, who isn't, and why? Jerry Spence, tonight only on CNBC.
Hey, you want to know a great place to buy a computer? Office Depot. They even have rules about computers. 1, sell only brand name computers from leading manufacturers. 2, sell the software and accessories to go with it. I want this. 3, back everything with a low price guarantee. Oh yeah, one more. Hire people who really know computers. Hey, it's their business to know.
Taking care of business.
Buy your computer where businesses buy theirs. Office Depot.
Get your pen ready to put something at the top of your list. Try Investor's Business Daily for 2 weeks free.
Anything having to do with the economy and the confidence level and the employment levels and the leading economic indicators, those are the things that I follow very carefully.
Call now to get this valuable audio tape, 100 Ways to Improve Your Investment Results, plus 2 weeks of Investor's Business Daily free. Call 800-453-1600. Do it now.
Tonight on Rivera Live, court's in session and forensic expert Henry Lee is back on the stand. What will this round of questioning do to the prosecution's case? And what about the jury? Are they being confused by fact versus fiction? Find out tonight on Rivera Live. This week, all the stars come out on Charles Grodin. Tonight, it's singer Cyndi Lauper and actress Linda Lavin. Saturday, it's actress Crystal Bernard and writer Jimmy Breslin. And Sunday, it's Jerry Lewis and newsman Jeff Greenfield. It all happens this week on Charles Grodin.
It's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and the CNBC Talk All Stars are on the air.
Now from Thunderhead Ranch in Du Bois, Wyoming, Jerry Spence.
Good evening. I'm Jerry Spence. And here we are together at my ranch on the East Fork of the Little Wind River. Stop and listen. Can you hear the water? It's right down there, flowing by, on into eternity. Well, you know, about 25 years ago, I wasn't here. And I was a pretty disillusioned man. I was 25 years younger, but I was in trouble. I mean, I wanted to get out of that little town of Riverton, Wyoming, down the hill a little ways, where I felt trapped. I felt desperate. I was unable to...
Hoopla and suspension. That is, the car is suspended over Los Angeles. It's Motor Trend Magazine's Import Car of the Year award.
We look for the most significant vehicle from both an industry and consumer's point of view. As always, the competition was extremely tough. But when the tire dust cleared, the all-new Nissan Maxima emerged the clear winner.
Now, this is not something the marketing folks want to keep secret. They put another Nissan Maxima on the roof outside the Penthouse Lunch. There simply is not a more competitive world than the automobile world. for both us as consumers and they as builders.
When you do this for a living and you have to fight against some of those other big bad car companies every day, I can't tell you how much this means.
What does this mean? Well, look for Nissan to immediately hit the ad market. As big advertisers, car companies make so many claims that consumers can lose track of them. Therefore, car companies look for press endorsements, just as movie makers live for critics. The Motor Trend Award is 5 big stars in this business.
It's important to have a credible third-party endorsement for a lot of consumers. And a publication like Motor Trend has so much credibility, for them to basically select your car as the best in the new class of cars is really a valuable marketing tool.
And after testing all the new import cars, as well as having earlier tests on domestic cars, Motor Trend magazine writes that today you are not going to find terrible cars. So look at the bottom line.
The domestics have caught up quite a bit. The import cars are still very good. I think it's really difficult to buy a bad car in this day and age. Obviously, there are better values than others. And again, this is what the award kind of helps the readers look at, the vehicles that are at least the top ones to consider.
And indeed, consumers will notice. And that's why all the hoopla with cameras and cranes and even a little round deal is an edible holder for your salad. The leaves, though, were a little bit big.
So Nissan gets the Motor Trend Import Car of the Year for its Maxima model. A perfect car to drive around on any roof. Craig Worth for Money Tonight.
Last year, Motor Trend selected the Chrysler Cirrus as its car of the year and the Chevy Blazer as its truck of the year. On that note, we're going to drive on out of here. That's all the time we have for this evening. I'm Sue Herrera.
And I'm Sheila Steinbeck. Join us again tomorrow for CNBC's Money Tonight. We'll see you then.
Good night.
This is a CNBC News Break. I'm Mike Salort. An actor says O.J. Simpson threatened to kill any of his ex-wife's boyfriends that he caught driving his cars. The prosecution says that statement could point to a motive for the murder of Simpson's ex-wife and her friend. The defense says prosecutors are just trying to make Simpson look bad. President Clinton tells California help is on the way. The president has declared 24 counties federal disaster areas and is promising to send aid to flood victims. Much of California has been pummeled by heavy rains, with more expected by the end of this week. The National Hockey League's newest proposal scores with the players. Players Association President Mike Gartner says they have a deal, but the season cannot begin until the union's 700 members ratify the agreement. The Dow loses nearly 5 points today. We'll have more Newsbreak in 30 minutes. See you then.
Tonight from Washington, go beyond the headlines to the reasons why. Equal Time with Mary Matalin and exciting guests. It's never politics as usual on Equal Time.
Introducing the new Mercury Mystique. It has available all-speed traction control, a micron air filter that removes dust and pollen, and a 24-valve Duratec V6 engine that goes 100,000 miles before its first scheduled tune-up. Yet even though Mystique is equipped like a luxury car, it's priced thousands less than cars in its own class, because the last time we looked, money still doesn't grow on trees. The all-new Mystique. It's a whole new Mercury.
Hey, it's the new year. And didn't you make a promise? That's right, you were going to start eating better. Well, Total is going to help you keep that promise, because a full serving of Total has what you're looking for every day. 100% of the daily value of 11 vitamins and minerals. And here's a great deal. We'll send you 5 free samples when you call 1-800-95-TOTAL. So go ahead and pick up the phone. That's right, we'll take care of the first 5 days. The rest of your life is up to you.
Next on Cal Thomas.
The shootings at 2 East Coast clinics have again inflamed the 20-year-old debate over abortion. We'll hear from 2 lawmakers on opposite sides of the battle on our Wednesday show.
That's next on Cal Thomas. Tonight on Rivera Live.
Electronic Pocket Organizer. Call 1-800-216-0505.
Coming up, remodeling your home into a dream house could turn into a nightmare. We'll help you avoid the countless scams.
Also, if you've fallen deep into debt and the bill collector's pounding at the door, how do you get them to back off? Listen up.
And want to use subliminal audio tapes to lose weight, stop smoking, or generally change your life? We're going to find out if they really work. That's up ahead on Money Tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Sue Herrera.
And I'm Mike Salord in for Janice Lieberman. Welcome to Money Tonight.
Well, governors and mayors have been screaming for years at Washington for sending them laws that they have to pay for on their own. A new bill debated in the Senate today would stop that, but critics say it would jeopardize progress in workplace safety, environmental cleanup, and other advances. Peter Barnes has more.
Republicans see their bill as a crusade for states' rights under the Constitution. It would make it much harder for the federal government to tell states what to do, then make them pay for it as well.
We shouldn't be here dictating to our states. We're supposed to be here on behalf of our states.
But environmentalists, labor unions, and public interest groups are in a panic.
This is the Congressional Gridlock Act of 1995. The whole effect of it is going to be to erect enormous barriers to passage of any legislation that's intended to protect the public's health or safety or to protect the environment.
The fight is over so-called unfunded mandates. They range from environmental protection laws such as the 1990 Clean Air Act to last year's Motor Voter Act, which allows people to register to vote at the same time they apply for a driver's license. Though Uncle Sam sometimes helps foot the bill, it's usually up to the states and cities to pay for them. Billions of dollars a year, they say. But money is tight, and raising taxes is out of the question. Local officials like Mayor Stephen Goldsmith of Indianapolis are telling Washington they've had it.
Free us from these mandates.
The Republicans, who favor deregulation, are happy to help. But they're also pushing a balanced budget amendment. Now the states are panicked that federal mandates will force them to pick up the bill for popular programs if Washington slashes spending.
We need to control government. We don't need to pass the buck from one level of government to another.
The Republican bill would effectively kill new mandates if they collectively cost the states and cities $50 million or more. Whether the bill would exempt existing mandates like the Safe Water Drinking Act is in dispute. But it would exempt anti-discrimination mandates like the Americans with Disabilities Act. Right now, the fight is over amendments to strengthen or weaken the bill. But with so many co-sponsors, some version appears likely to pass. Peter Barnes, CNBC Business News, Capitol Hill.
So what's this about reforming health care? Congress is on hold, and some Americans aren't convinced it's a good idea. For those people, Jody Davis has a startling story.
Calvin Yeager says it was carelessness. While tinkering with his tractor, his hand got caught and was ripped open. Next stop, the emergency room at St. Joseph Health Center.
Had a wonderful doctor. I can't ask for a better job than what he done.
Yeager's hand is about back to normal, and you can hardly see a scar. His insurance paid the medical bills, but when the Yeagers got a statement from their secondary insurance provider, they were shocked.
It was absolutely ridiculous because it was $12,000, and he was only in there for a period of 7 hours.
The Yeagers asked St. Joseph's for an itemized statement. Calvin's hospital bill was less than $4,400. Julia called a hospital staffer to discuss the discrepancy.
I said, you mean they pay that even though the procedure doesn't cost that much? And she said, yes.
What do you think about that?
I think it's terrible.
No, it's Medicare. The way Medicare pays hospital is through a system called DRG, which stands for Diagnosis-Related Groups. There are more than 400 such groups. In Calvin Yeager's case, Medicare is paying $12,000 for his specific injury in his specific DRG. That's regardless of whether the surgery and the hospital bills cost less or more. St. Joseph's made about $8,000 in the Yeager case, but the hospital says the majority of Medicare reimbursements come up short.
Overall, that represents really a small actual loss, and that we are actually reimbursed a little less than our cost.
True, but not this time.
I think there's a system that needs to be looked into with it. The way things, it's just not right.
And Yeager says that with conviction. While St. Joseph's was making a tidy profit on his case, the surgeon who did such a splendid job took a beating. His charge was $3,100, yet he had to settle for just $775 from Medicare. For Money Tonight, I'm Jody Davis in St. Louis.
Some pacemaker patients may now feel like they have a time bomb ticking inside of them, and that's because Telectronics of Colorado has recalled the electronic leads on their pacemakers because of defective wiring. But the recall only applies to pacemakers not yet installed, leaving patients worrying what to do. Surgery to remove the leads and the 22,000 people who have had them implanted could be more risky than leaving them in place. One patient has already died in a related case. The company is currently considering what it will advise patients to do.
Government researchers have issued a warning about a popular consumer item, subliminal tapes. The companies that make them claim the audio cassettes contain hidden messages that can help you quit smoking, lose weight, even stop using drugs. But do they work? Subliminal tape companies say that a message buried deep beneath this music can be picked up by a listener's subconscious. The message on this tape is supposed to help someone stop smoking. And there are many other types of messages. There are cassettes to help you lose weight, cassettes to make you a winner, cassettes to help you tap into your hidden powers, and even cassettes to free you from drugs. The boxes advertise effortless change, and when we posed as customers, tape merchants swore by their effectiveness.
Everything we have is good.
I'm just worried about whether they work or not.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that they work, and as I said, we sell a lot of them. So.
But a report by the National Research Council in Washington condemns all commercially sold subliminal tapes as ineffective. The report says there is neither theoretical foundation nor experimental evidence to support claims that subliminal self-help audio tapes enhance human performance. Professor Eric Ike of the University of British Columbia in Canada drafted the report after reviewing years of research on subliminal tapes.
None of those tapes, under no conditions, is somebody able to guess above chance what the contents of the subliminal message was.
While Professor Ike believes that subliminal suggestion is possible in a controlled environment, he says it's not possible by using store-bought tapes. He believes tape makers don't have the technology to create a cassette that can produce any effects. And Ike claims that people who say they feel better after using the tapes would have felt as good if they had just listened to music without the hidden messages.
You wouldn't want somebody sort of spinning their wheels or wasting their money.
It's a blank condemnation of a technology in a field that is inappropriate and misleading to the consumer.
Dr. Eldon Taylor is on the other side of the subliminal debate. He's a supporter of commercially sold tapes and thinks they can and do help customers make positive changes in their lives.
The answer is yes. According to the studies, absolutely.
But Taylor does not completely disagree with the government report. While he believes that most of the commercially sold tapes work, he admits some are not produced well enough to have any effects. So he has his own warning for customers.
If they're making claims that seem unreal, chances are they are unreal. Chances are they're not founded.
But Eric Ike, who drafted the government report, still insists that none of the tapes that are out there now will work.
I would say you won't be able to find one.
Since the government report was issued, several large record chains have decided to stop selling subliminal tapes.
Well, up next, how to avoid home remodeling hell. It's easy to be ripped off repeatedly if you don't know what to look out for.
And exercising caution when buying a workout machine. We'll tell you about the hidden traps when Money Tonight continues.
This program is sponsored by the Burger Funds.
I'm Bill Berger of the Burger Funds. My 40 years of managing other people's money has taught me that the hardest step for an investor is often the first. At the Burger Funds, we made it easy for you to get going. With low minimums of $250 to start, $50 thereafter. So, whether you're saving for an education for your children, a new home, or a comfortable retirement, we offer two funds to help you move toward your goals. The Burger 100 is a growth fund, and the Burger 101 is a growth and income fund. We're proud that for over 19 years, both funds have helped thousands of investors reach for their dreams. To learn more, call 1-800-333-1001 and ask for a free investment fact kit complete with a prospectus. It has what you need to get moving towards your financial goals at your own speed.
Hey, you want to know a great place to buy a computer? Office Depot. They even have rules about computers. 1, sell only brand name computers from leading manufacturers. 2, sell the software and accessories to go with it. I want this. 3, back everything with a low price guarantee. Oh yeah, one more. Hire people who really know computers. Hey, it's their business to know. Taking care of business. Buy your computer where businesses buy theirs. Office Depot.
Some of the world's most advanced safety innovations are now available in this handsome carrying case. The new 960 from Volvo, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy.
Tonight.
He's the first Republican to represent his Mississippi congressional district since Reconstruction. Meet Roger Wicker tonight on Equal Time.
Equal Time with Mary Madeline and exciting guests live tonight. Tonight on Charles Grodin.
America's sweetheart, Carol Burnett, will show her true colors on tonight's show, along with legendary singing group The Letterman, who will share their favorite recipes.
That's tonight on Charles Grodin. Tonight, hard-hitting news, hard-hitting talk on Rivera Live.
Welcome back. Do-it-yourself home improvers, listen up. A new book warns you against going out and hiring a contractor unless you're well armed with the facts. And our real estate correspondent Bob Pisani is here with some of those facts and more for us. Hi, Bob.
Good evening, Sue. Do you know that remodeling is a $100 billion a year business? But most people hire contractors without any idea whether that contractor is competent for the job. Now, our guest today is a Florida contractor, Steve Gonzalez. He's author of a new book, Before You Hire a Contractor. Steve, you have been a contractor for 10 years. Tell me why home improvement scams are probably the most common consumer complaint in the United States.
Well, I think the real reason there, Bob, is because construction is a very easy business to get into. And quite frankly, anybody can get into it. If you pick up a hammer at Home Depot, you can go down and you can start making money as a contractor. You know, all you have to do is just buy some tools, go down and knock on someone's door and say, hey, I can fix this for you. And you have yourself a contractor.
Only 25 states require registration of contractors in this country. I find that remarkable. Now, your book, you created a list of 5 items to check before you hire a home contractor. If we could bring up that screen now, we could take a look at them, and let's go through them quickly one by one. The first one, make sure the contractor has a license.
Yes, a license is very important because in most states that do require licenses, a contractor would have both a certified state license and a municipal license for his county. Now, that's 2 documents that you want to make sure you get, and just don't get the actual license flicked at you with a business card. You want to see copies.
Insurance.
Insurance, you have workman's comp, which protects you against injured people, and liability insurance, which protects you against injured or broken property on your job.
Clean complaint record.
Well, a clean complaint record is basically, you want to make sure that you call your Office of Consumer Affairs or Attorney General's office and ask them about the contractor and, if he's had any complaints against him in the last few years.
Now, you also mentioned a good reputation with the local suppliers and satisfying previous claims.
Well, that's really important because if he's a local contractor, you want to call local suppliers and subcontractors who he uses and find out if he pays on time and if he's doing good business.
Okay. Now, also, you have a list here of things you should not do when hiring a contractor. Our second screen, let's take a look at that. First, do not give a deposit up front. Common mistake, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is, because one of the main reasons is that if a contractor comes to you and asks you for a deposit, you should say no. The bottom line is he's got accounts around town if he's a local contractor, and he doesn't have to pay for his materials for up to 45 days. So why does he need your money up front?
Second big mistake, making the payments without getting a release of the lien. Now, you mean a mechanic's lien here, is that right?
Oh, yes. You definitely want to get a release of lien, not only from the contractor himself, but also from, his subcontractors and suppliers, because what if you hire the contractor
You pay him, and he doesn't pay the suppliers. He takes off, he's paid in full, and you get a lien against your property. You're going to have to pay for it twice.
Now, briefly, you're a big advocate of creating your own contract. What do you mean by that?
Well, basically what I mean by that is that I think that the homeowner should come up with their own form of contract. When the contractor first comes to your door, you present him with your source of a contract, and he is to sign it, and it shall become part of the contract.
Okay, pleasure to have you. Thanks for coming by.
Always a pleasure, Bob.
Our guest today has been Steve Gonzalez. He's the author of Before You Hire a Contractor. It's available in stores now. Mike?
And thank you to you, Bob, our real estate correspondent, Bob Pisani. Well, is your 9-to-5 job getting in the way of a happy home? If it is, flex time may be the answer. Tracy Cornell tells us about a way to keep your job and spend more time with the kids.
The buzz in this office emanates from a growing trend in the 90s workplace. It's where sensitivity on the part of employers meets flexibility on the part of employees. It's called flex time, and for this woman, the blend couldn't be better.
It cuts down my guilt quotient, you know, about 99%.
Jane Quires a working mom, and for her, flex time means she's in the office at 7 a.m. and out the door by 3:30, just in time to pick up her 2 boys from school.
Yeah, we'll go pick up Sam now. How you doing? I guess the normalcy that I experienced as a child, with my mom there every day when I got home, I'm better able to feel now like I'm providing some of that for my kids.
I think every parent wants to recreate those feelings.
I think
of
so
having
too.
Mom always around.
Right,
and now you can have the best of both worlds.
Right, that's right. And that really, that's really important to me.
Jane's boss says it's important to the company as well.
If the worker can buy in to that kind of philosophy and be positive about themselves and their job and not worried about their family responsibilities, we just find that we get a much finer performance.
Although Bob Adams says flex time takes more planning on his part, overall the boost to morale is worth it. Tracy Cornett for NBC News.
And if you'd like to propose flex time to your company, it'll be hard work. Take it up with your manager and find out if other companies in your area do it.
Good advice there. And a buyer's guide to exercise equipment up next. Make sure it's the workout you want before you exercise your wallet.
And we'll take your calls on credit collection harassment. If you're falling behind on the payments or already in trouble from creditors, give us a call at 800-800-CNBC. That's 800-800-CNBC. We'll do our best to help when we return to Money Tonight.
This is CNBC.
Grab a pen and paper right now for a special offer you can't afford to miss. Investors Business Daily invites you to try 2 weeks free just for making one toll-free call.
I actually come in Saturday mornings to pick up my paper that's delivered here so that I can read it on the weekends. And Investors Business Daily gives me a more concise, readable overview of what is going on in my business as well as other businesses that are very similar.
The paper is a very good read in the sense that it's very efficient. It gives me the information in a very easy to understand and usable way. It's, I would say, user-friendly. A wide range of people could find very compelling information in the publication on a daily basis.
Call 800-441-3535 now, and you'll receive 2 weeks and a valuable gift absolutely free just for trying Investors Business Daily. But you'd better get started. Call toll-free 800-441-3535. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Investors Business Daily.
Office Depot helps us where it counts, on the bottom line. They buy for less, they sell for less.
We shopped other stores, but Office Depot had more brands, bigger inventory, and guaranteed low prices.
You can't beat the savings, and you certainly can't beat the service. You get next day delivery with just one phone call.
Office Depot takes the worry out of buying office supplies.
Why do you think they get my business?
Taking care of business. When they want low prices on office products, they just call Office Depot and get next day delivery.
Why the Raymond James Financial Group? Because we believe that stocks should be a part of nearly everyone's portfolio. But how do you determine which stocks would best complement your portfolio?
As a Raymond James telecommunications analyst, I'm proud to be part of a team whose long-term research results are ranked #1 on Wall Street. How do we stay on top? By keeping our ear to the ground, and then only recommending a select few companies whose stocks we believe will outperform the market.
Working with quality research, we're committed to helping investors like you develop individual long-term investment and financial plans with diversified portfolios designed to achieve your goals. The Raymond James Financial Group, with 800 locations in the U.S. and abroad. For our current stock recommendations, call 800-272-0568 today and learn why so many entrust their financial well-being to us. The Raymond James Financial Group. We're concerned about you and your financial well-being.
If you plan to do more exercising, treadmills, stationary bikes, and stair-steppers will get you huffing and puffing and hopefully feeling fit. The question is, which will fit you the best? Liz Crenshaw has some tips on what to look for when buying exercise equipment.
Ah, the sound of another new year.
10 milers.
And here's another sound of the new year, the sound of that resolution to shape up, slim down, and create a new you. So if you're determined to work out at home, how can you tell which exercise machine will work out best for you?
A treadmill is an excellent machine for getting a cardiovascular workout. It's a natural movement. Everybody knows how to walk or jog or run.
Our experts like motorized over non-motorized treadmills. If you buy one, make sure you're comfortable with the walking belt size and the handrail position. If you run or jog instead of walk, consider a sturdier, more expensive machine. Expect to spend at least $500 to $600 for an adequate machine. You can easily spend $1,200 to $2,000. What about stationary bikes?
The stationary bikes are an excellent way to get a workout. The adjustments and the flexibility in getting the bike to fit you is critical.
That means the seat and the handlebars must be comfortable, and the bike should feel solid. Expect to spend between $250 and $750. Fancier machines can easily cost $1,500 or more. Finally, steppers. Make sure your stepper feels rigid and stable, not flimsy. The pedals should pump smoothly, and expect to pay between $200 and $600, though you can spend $1,500 to $2,000 or more. Consider buying used exercise equipment. Don't forget, resolutions quickly fade, and bargains can be had when the goal of working out just didn't work out. Elizabeth Crenshaw for Money Tonight.
Now be sure to check the return policy before you buy. A 30-day return policy can prevent your equipment from becoming an expensive dust collector.
Can't have that. Well, if the only exercise you've been getting is to run from annoying debt collectors this year, our next guest can help you end that chase and even emerge with a sterling credit record. He's Benjamin Dover, author of Back Off, the Guide to Stopping Collection Agency Harassment. Nice to see you, Benjamin.
Great to be here. Thank you.
I don't think a lot of people think that they have any rights when it comes to dealing with a debt collector, because it's a pretty vicious situation for many people. What are our rights?
It really is. It's very vicious. Let's not forget that this is an $80 billion industry that's driven by debt collectors that are very tenacious, they're very aggressive, and they're also making commission on everything that they collect from the individual. We have some terrific rights. You know, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act has been out there since 1977, and it's probably one of the most powerful pieces of consumer legislation to come along the last 50 years, but virtually unknown to consumers across the nation. You can fire the debt collector anytime. All it takes is a $2.32 certified letter. You can take the debt collector out.
What do you do?
Well, you tell the debt collector his services aren't required anymore under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You send it by certified mail, so you make sure you have a receipt of them receiving that letter, and then you deal with the original creditor.
I was going to say, and then you're dealing with whoever you owe.
You owe the money to the original creditor, not to a debt collector. You want to deal with only the original creditor, because, Sue, only the original creditor can control the information that's on your credit report. If you don't handle it right, it could stay with you for at least 7 to 10 years.
We don't want that. Okay, let's go to the phones.
Great.
David from Florida is first. Go ahead, David.
Hey, my case is a little bit complicated. It has to do with a credit card, and I had a pre-authorized credit card that I signed for. My father and I had the same name. I moved out of the house, and when the credit card came, he took the card and used it and defaulted on it, and now they're coming after me. And I was wondering if there's anything. I've tried to talk to the bank and everybody else, and the credit collection people say that I don't owe it, and they've got an affidavit, but you know, I haven't been able to work anything with the bank.
Yeah. You know, normally it's the other way around. Actually, usually it's the kids doing it to the parents. But in this particular case, you need to be very aggressive in the way you deal not only with any debt collectors that might call you, but also with the original creditors, making sure that they get this information off of your credit report. Certified mail to TRW, Equifax, and TransUnion is your first step. Send any documentation of your fraud report to those credit agencies and take control immediately, because you know a credit report, Sue, can really impede your ability to do a lot of things, including getting a job, insurance, and things like that.
A lot of employers are starting to look at those now. All right, let's take another call from Faye from Tennessee. Go ahead, Faye.
Yes, I'm calling about a credit card that we have, and the credit card was canceled.
Okay.
We have the payments on it that we're making each month. If we're late, they add a late charge to it. The interest keeps going up, and we keep paying the minimum balance. But sometimes when I'm not able to pay the minimum balance, you know, it goes up, the late fee comes in, the interest goes up, and I'm not getting anywhere. I just keep getting down and down and down with this.
Yeah, it's easy to understand why. It'd be easier to deal with Vito on the street corner than some of these companies. You know what you've got to do is take control of the situation. You've got to be very aggressive in dealing with your creditor. Again, I'm not making commission on certified mail. This is something that's very important for consumers to understand. You need to have a receipt of sending this letter to the creditor or to the debt collector. In this case, you need to deal with the original creditor and tell them, look, I need to get this thing paid off, but we need to start back from scratch, start over, and let's restructure this debt, making sure that the way they re-report it after you've completely repaid the debt is something that's going to be positive on your credit report for years to come.
All right, good luck with that, Faye. Suzanne from New York is up next. Go ahead, Suzanne.
Hi, yes, I was just delivered papers from my lawyer. I'm being sued by my lawyer, and this was from a house closing. Her total bill for the closing was $850, and I still owed her $200. I never completed, you know, paying her the payments, but I had every intention of paying them, and now I got served with this lawsuit that's including interest and together with costs and disbursements of this action.
I understand where you're going.
What can you do with that?
The first thing you need to do is get a new attorney. But aside from that, I think what you need to really concentrate on is getting this thing solved quickly, try to negotiate or perhaps go to mediation instead of letting your attorney perhaps cloud title to your house.
Okay, thank you so much, Benjamin.
My pleasure.
Benjamin Dover has been our guest, and he is the author of Back Off. And on that note, that's all the time we have for this evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sue Herrera.
And I'm Mike Salort. Join us again tomorrow for CNBC's Money Tonight. We'll see you then.
Good night.
This is a CNBC News Break. I'm Mike Salort. Kabila Shabazz, the daughter of Malcolm X, will plead not guilty to charges that she tried to arrange the murder of Louis Farrakhan, the leader of the Nation of Islam. She was indicted today and released on $10,000 bond. Shabazz's mother and others have tried to link Farrakhan to Malcolm X's assassination in 1965. Prosecutors in the O.J. Simpson case zero in on a motive. They say Simpson thought Ronald Goldman was a potential suitor for Nicole Brown Simpson. Prosecutors say that's why Goldman and Nicole Simpson were murdered. The statement came during a hearing about whether the jury can hear evidence of domestic violence in the Simpson marriage. And U.S. Transportation Secretary Federico Pena is offering road rebuilding aid to flood-damaged Los Angeles. Officials say the statewide damage is nearing $200 million. And the Dow loses 3 points today. We'll have more news break in 30 minutes.
Next, call in, fax in, express your opinion on today's toughest issues. Posner Donahue. Then it's Never Politics as Usual on Equal Time with Mary Matalin and exciting guests.
Your money. How do you feel about investing it? In this market, of course you're... The smart thing is to start small. $50 a month with a Janus no-load mutual fund. $50. That's not so scary, is it? Start to think big. Janus Funds.
It's morning in Detroit, and Ford designers are working on a concept car. In Brazil, a class of engineers studies a new engine. In England, a Ford-powered car drives to victory. In Australia, a Ford returns from an endurance run. And back in America, the Lincoln Mark 8 gains yet another admirer. This is Ford, a world of 325,000 people in 30 countries where the pursuit of quality never stops.
Tonight on Rivera Live, some explosive charges of abuse against O.J. Simpson have been dropped, but many shocking ones remain. What will the jury hear? Day 2 of the abuse hearings, tonight on Rivera Live.
Next on Posner
from the campus of Montclair State University.
The following program, Discover New Jersey, is made possible in part by a grant from the AAA Automobile Clubs of New Jersey, dedicated to making traveling experiences home and abroad safe and pleasurable. Proud to support NJN.
Funding for Discover New Jersey has been provided by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism.
Wax up your boards and hit the slopes.
Drop in on some frozen fishermen.
Then warm up with jazz great Chuck Mangione.
And join the kids for a celebration of imagination as we discover New Jersey.
Hello and welcome to historic Cranberry in Middlesex County. I'm Rosmilla Sparks.
And I'm Eric Luskin. Cranberry is one of New Jersey's oldest towns. Colonists first settled here in the late 1600s. Now, this quaint village is a perfect place to escape those winter doldrums.
Cheryl Jacobs went in search of a different kind of escape on the slopes of Vernon Valley.
This is the stuff that dreams are made of. White powder slopes, crisp, clean air, and day glow as far as the eye can see. It's winter, and for thousands of New Jerseyans like me, it's time to rejoice.
I love to ski, but the last couple of years I've noticed the slopes have been invaded by a new generation of snow enthusiasts.
Snowboarding is the best. There's nothing like it.
Oh, it's such a rush. I mean, it's just wild.
Beach skiing any day. Definitely try snowboarding.
This I had to try. I knew snowboarding had invaded all of New Jersey's ski resorts, and I headed to Vernon Valley Great Gorge to join the revolution. I was surprised to find out that you can rent snowboards just about anywhere you can rent skis. All you need is a pair of good, strong boots and a board. Oh, and a patient instructor.
All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to put our boards down on the ground and we'll strap in only our front foot.
Sliding down a hill with this thing stuck to my feet, it occurred to me that to learn this sport, you need a body and an ego that can take a beating. Now, the way I see it, I have my health, I have a good job, and parents who love me. So I put myself through this kind of abuse.
Don't let a few bruises stop you, because once you get the hang of it, it's incredible. I mean, the feeling is, you just can't get enough of it.
Watching these guys, it's easy to see why snowboarding has taken over the slopes. In fact, this sport has become so popular, it's created a culture and a language all its own.
Guy's going good. He's ripping. Jibbing, jiving, free riding, carving. Newest things to do are bonk and stuff. Okay, so you'll go up to something, so there's a log in the trail, ride it bonk it with the tail, bonk it, anything. You tell someone, all right, let's go see you hit that and bust a fat air. That means I want you to hit that jump and go really high.
And what do you call a person who snowboards?
Just a rider, snowboarder, you know, if he's out of control, an idiot, anything you want to call him.
You got it. You're always using the uphill edge, okay? Now you're back on your toe side.
Okay, I may be a long way from busting fat air, but at least I'm no longer busting anything else.
Perfect.
I did it. All right.
And with a little more practice, maybe not.
Are there any fish in this lake?
If so, they're probably about ready for the frozen food section. Speaking of frozen, are you about ready to hop on one of those snowboards yet?
Well, actually, when it comes to a deep freeze adventure, I think ice fishing is more my speed. For some people, the colder the better. For those who ice fish, low temperatures and freezing conditions mean it's time to get out of the house.
I think the reason ice fishing is popular is because these are the avid sportsmen. These are the guys who really like to fish, and they're looking for an excuse to get out. Everybody starts getting cabin fever by January. The boats are out of the water, and they've been reading magazines about fishing. So the hardier group do come out. It's arduous work, but it's fun, and generally you do catch more fish than you would think.
Tim Clancy is a fisherman with the Knee Deep Club, which hosts an annual ice fishing tournament on Lake Pepatcong. Lake Pepatcong is New Jersey's first large lake to freeze and the most likely to stay frozen the longest.
And you can't ice fish without ice. That's probably one of the reasons it's popular. It's an ideal lake for fishing. It has 2,700 acres. It has numerous coves and also has a tremendous perch and pickerel population, which are the two most active fish through the winter. And that's one of the reasons it's one of the best ice fishing lakes in the state.
Once the lake is frozen solid, Tim and others like him hit the ice, equipped with all sorts of specialized devices. For getting through the ice, a hand auger is the traditional way to go. But sometimes you need less tradition and more horsepower.
When the conditions are such that you have more than 10 inches of ice, 10, 12, 16 inches, the best way to get through the ice is a gas-powered auger.
Once you're through the ice, there are two ways to fish. Tip-ups keep the line in the water, and tip up a flag when a fish is biting.
Your bait's going to sit on the end of this line. When the fish comes and pulls the bait, the flag will go up indicating a strike. At that point, it's the skill involved of the angler whether you're going to get that fish on the ice.
In addition to tip-ups, there's a short pole called a jig.
Well, jigging, what you're trying to do is simulate a bait fish swimming along the bottom. The best way to do it is try to find the bottom, get a little off the bottom, wiggle it around, keep moving it until you attract some fish.
Here's where a familiar fishing technique comes into play, the fine art of waiting. They say a bad day fishing is still a good day, but a bad day ice fishing can be a party.
We set everything up first thing in the morning, and we turn around and we have our stoves and we cook breakfast. We have bacon, eggs, and sausage this morning. Flag goes up, we catch some fish. It's a relaxing day.
You drive up, fish, have fun, run around, slide around in the snow.
Yeah, play in the snow.
And just have a good time. It's like a party.
It's a good social event, too. Everybody seems to get away from one another during the winter months, and it's an excuse to get the buddies out on the ice and saying hello and what's going on.
The Knee Deep Club's annual tournament takes place on Lake Pepatcong in late January, provided the ice is safe.
If you're going to come out ice fishing, be aware that there are certain precautions. If you see guys fishing on the ice, it doesn't necessarily mean all of the ice it's safe. They might be on a foot of ice, and 300 yards beyond them might be an inch of ice. So you should talk to the local guys, find out where the safe coves are, and never fish alone when you're ice fishing.
So if winter has you locked inside, a nice long freeze might be just what you need. On the ice at Lake Hopatcong is the place to be.
That looks like a lot of fun, but I wouldn't want to try it without several pair of long underwear.
Get ready to warm up on stage with Chuck Mangione.
Then we'll head out for dinner and a show at the Evergreen Theater.
Now here's some wonderful family activities throughout New Jersey you'll want to take note of. For a free, beautiful New Jersey travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
Find anything yet?
No, not yet.
You will.
Oh, ha!
What you got?
Great find.
Yeah, and I uncovered this Graham Greene collection. These are all these stories I was supposed to read in college but never did. The Bookworm is a cozy place for those who love to browse and to read.
Travel to any New Jersey town and you're bound to find a hidden treasure, as Lynn Kosick Brown discovered when she visited Englewood.
Englewood is known for great shopping, trendy restaurants, and Dizzy Gillespie. Bebop down Dizzy Gillespie's place, and you'll find the most entertaining spot in his hometown, the John Harms Center for the Arts.
The theater was built in 1926. It was a movie palace and a vaudeville house. And it was called the Plaza Theater. And I think the top ticket price for Saturday night or weekend night was like 40 cents. It is called the John Harms Center at this point because John Harms, with a number of leaders in this community, saved the building.
Dizzy played at the John Harms Theater, I believe, 2 or 3 times. He thought that it was nice to have a culture center in your town. And he knew John Harms. I think Dizzy was one of the first people that were in there, for free of charge, to kind of get it off the ground. And he was delighted that it was here.
We decided we had to be about the entire community. And we've expanded the programming. We never did theater here before. We are now doing national road shows of companies. We are now doing Art Garfunkel, Lou Rawls. We had Tony Bennett here, Ray Charles, Chuck Mangione. He was terrific. It was one of the most exciting shows I'd ever seen.
Chuck Mangione is a Grammy Award-winning jazz artist. In the past 3 decades, he has recorded more than 20 albums. He wrote the theme music for the Winter Olympics at Lake Placid, and his song Feels So Good rose to number 2 on the pop charts.
Well, I enjoy both performing and composing. Performing is very physical. You get to let out all your emotions physically, and you get the immediate response of an audience. With composing, takes a long time for me to write a song, but I take special care with each of them. And people say, what is your favorite song? And I kind of love them all, as you love your children, and you remember each one for maybe a special meaning that the song would have.
We're going to play a song that was written by my musical father, Dizzy Gillespie, and this is called Here 'Tis You Hear.
Dizzy gave Chuck his first horn when he was 13 years old. And Chuck had a couple of major hits in the 80s. And when the hits exploded, he asked Dizzy to do some dates with him. And that was just so thrilling to him. Because Chuck always said Dizzy was his mentor.
He gave me a horn like this, a real one, when I was a teenager. I think Dizzy was the first musician I came in contact with who wasn't afraid to let the audience know he was having a good time.
And thanks to Dizzy, after a number of years off the road, the Hat is back, on tour and with a new CD.
Dizzy again was kind of an inspiration again. He wasn't very well at the time, and we talked, and he said, next year you and I are going to be out there again. He went on to conduct that big band in the sky, and I came back out and started playing again.
And for many of his fans, seeing Chuck Mangione at the John Harms Center in Englewood is a night to remember.
I've been a fan for years. I have every one of his albums. I haven't seen him in a number of years, and I really pounced on the opportunity to see him, and I really like the John Harms Theater. I think it's really one of the best theaters in the state.
There's nothing like a live experience. It is totally different. The excitement and the electricity of the performers on stage, and we are bringing something for everyone, terrific productions to this area.
Seeing a great performer in concert is electrifying.
It is, but as our Mr. Excitement John Barra found out, sometimes just relaxing is a welcome treat.
For this show, I've tried windsurfing, catching a Trenton Thunder game ball, and even reciting contemporary coffeehouse poetry. Thank you. But this time, I'm just going to relax and enjoy a delicious meal and a great night of theater with my friend Elaine. So we decided to combine both eating and relaxing by sampling a new dinner theater in Mountain Lakes, formerly known as Neil's New Yorker, but now called the Evergreen Dinner Playhouse.
Where else can you park your car for free, have a great dinner, and see a big show, a nice show, for under $50 a person? That's, nowadays in this day and age, that's pretty much unheard of.
We range from young people, school groups, right through to senior citizen groups. However, we've been also getting a lot of reservations from young adults. So it's a nice blend, and what we're trying to do is to focus on producing shows that do have a broad appeal.
While you soak in the vast ambience of the theater and await for the play to begin, you're treated to a fine three-course dinner, ranging from prime rib to capon to delicious desserts.
We're a unique theater because we focus on doing full-scale productions of Broadway's most popular musicals and plays. It's a nice combination, and it all kind of fits together just on a smaller scale.
The Evergreen is new to the Garden State, and performances of popular Broadway plays from Neil Simon's The Goodbye Girl to full-blown musicals like the Will Rogers Follies run year-round and continue to keep audiences entertained. And if you're ready for a relaxing and worthwhile evening, take Route 80 to Route 46 into Mountain Lakes. And then, once you're done feasting, it's time to grab your program and enjoy the show.
It's not Yapla, it's UCLA. It's so hard to believe that from out of the blue, all of our dreams will come true. We'll go west riding over the sunset, Brazil west. You can central near Mystic, but Mystic just good as
Performances run Tuesday through Sunday and have both matinees and evening shows. Ah yes, theater. Finally something I can go to, experience, and have a good time with, you know, without trying to embarrass myself. Hey, wait, where'd you get that? Thank you. Anyway, the night seems to be getting a lot later, so I guess it's time to take a bow and say goodbye.
Dinner and a show. Now that's a night out.
But don't forget the kids. We'll show you a place where they can really let loose.
And we'll go down under in a submarine museum.
Here's more fun fare for you, your family, and friends coming up in New Jersey. For a free, beautiful New Jersey travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
You can read about history, or you can experience it at places like the Cranberry Museum, conveniently located in the heart of town.
Museums are like windows on the past, but as Rachel and Isaac Katz found, they can also be places to explore the present.
When Mom said, let's go play at the museum, my brother Isaac and I were skeptical. But we had never been to the Garden State Discovery Museum. You can tell Rory Iris Williams and Sarah Orleans really thought about what kids like when they created this place.
The Garden State Discovery Museum is, first of all, a dream come true. It has been a wonderful opportunity to develop a place where children and parents and teachers can learn a lot together and have a really good time.
She rings it up. I thought you had to be quiet in museums, but here they want you to play and touch everything. I can't wait to get my hands on this.
This is about putting your mind to work and your imagination to work, and not something you sit back and watch, but something your whole body, parent and child, get involved in.
Chicken's really good.
I think I want a hamburger.
A museum can be a real living place. Not only is it exhibits that you can walk into and be part of and touch and be imaginative in. We have wonderful workshops on arts and imagination, theater, science, nature. All those areas are covered in workshops that we offer for kids 2 to 10.
On special days, the Discovery Museum brings in guest performers.
There's a place I know.
There's a place I know.
Where I can go.
Where I can go.
And fish right off the coast. Or be a crab below.
Be a crab below.
So I can hit your toe.
This is really a lot of fun. Kids can really use their imaginations and have a really good time. A lot of the ideas came from, I think, being a museum person all my life. My partner and I have both worked in museums. We've been museum goers. We have children and we take them to museums.
You can take your kids to the Discovery Museum. It's right off Route 70 in Cherry Hill. Grown-ups call these exhibits, but it looks like life-size toys to me. Jeff came to Carol's, one of the creative wizards behind his fantastic playland.
They would come to me with an idea for something that they wanted in the museum. And they basically gave me free rein to add my own creativity to it. It's important to have form in things so that especially children can see that it's a real diverse world that we live in, and form affects us in lots of different ways. I wanted each piece that I had something to do with in creating the museum to have a special form. So unconsciously, when you approach that thing, it would either excite you or, intrigue you.
Wow, let's see what it does. Cool. Cool, look at the pretty color.
A place that we often hear parents saying, this is wonderful. And so it's exciting for parents to see what their kids know. And you don't get a chance to do that very often, to really watch your kids play.
It looks like the Discovery Museum is as much fun for parents as it is for kids.
Mark Levinson discovered another place that families can really dive into for a deep-sea adventure.
Happy birthday, dear Patrick.
Patrick Roberts gets to turn 6 in style. His birthday party includes a cake, gifts, and his own captain's hat. That's because today, for one day, Patrick is captain of his own submarine. Patrick, his friends, and their parents get to journey back in time, thanks to the New Jersey Naval Museum in Hackensack. The museum offers birthday parties complete with guided tours of the USS Ling, a World War II submarine that's docked for permanent display in Borg Park. Over 300 feet of vintage iron that's fun to see from the outside, and even more fun from deep within.
Here come our boys.
Well, it's a real World War II submarine, all right.
1,000 fathoms, sir.
Of course, this sub comes without Cary Grant or John Garfield. But you will find the cramped home where real sailors once lived. And you can relive their world through an experienced tour guide. Clinton Williams is a retired submariner and master storyteller.
When they dive the boat, they ring the funny horn. As I told you before, it sounds like a chunky car in the cartoons. It goes like this. Hooga, hooga! Chris is ready. Cover your ears. Lindsay, cover them ears real close.
Hooga, hooga.
I'm going to ring it. They ring this horn.
I'm going to listen.
Go ahead.
Mom, come
Hey, Lindsay, when they ring that horn, the captain hollers, clear the bridge. Dive, dive.
In this sub, you'll have fun hearing and doing. Climb or squeeze through narrow doorways and get the feel of what life was once like underwater.
See where we are? This is not a dance or a game room. You got to make believe there were more beds like over here. 36 to 40 sailors lived back here. And when they didn't have anything to do, it was perfectly okay to take a nap.
Could you imagine living in a submarine?
I wouldn't trade my warm apartment for one, but it's nice.
You can get a taste of sub life too. The Naval Museum is located off Port and River Streets in Hackensack, just off Route 46. It's open Wednesday through Sunday.
See the propellers here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how the boats move.
Right next door to the sub is a museum that's an educational experience for young and old. It's packed with the pictures and memories of naval history, but it's the ling that brings that history to life, especially for those too young to know.
They fill this room up so the water's about this high.
There's a lot to learn from yesterday, and it's fun to see it today, especially when it's your birthday.
How does it feel that you got to spend your birthday as captain of your own submarine? Good. Do you ever imagine that you'd be captain of your own submarine?
When you leave the ling, you'll remember it was more than just a naval history exhibit, because it's a real-life experience.
Let's get out of here.
That looks like a wild place to have a birthday party.
Well, if you're good, next year maybe we'll take you there.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. We've had a great time here in Cranberry. Why don't you come and spend a winter's day? I'm Eric Luskin.
And I'm Rosmiller Sparks. Thanks for joining us on Discover New Jersey. What do you want to do now?
Cranberry Inn?
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Hey, Dad!
3, 2, 1.
You can read about history.
How you doing out there? This is Chuck Mangione, and you're watching Discover New Jersey, and it feels so good.
For more information on the places and events we've just discovered and for a free travel guide, call 1-800-JERSEY-7, extension 910.
Funding for Discover New Jersey has been provided by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism.
Well, as the world has changed and communication has changed, you don't need to be in New York anymore. We moved to New Jersey 9 years ago, mainly because I believe in the state of New Jersey. This is where I made my home for over 20 years and raised my family. This is where you can watch the local issues. This is where you can see the politics. This is where you can see what is going on in the state of New Jersey. There's no other medium for that.
This is an NJN News Minute with Kent Manahan.
New Jersey prosecutors have agreed to verify the addresses of released sex offenders under Megan's Law after 2 sexual predators did not go where they were supposed to following their release. In addition, another sex offender is challenging the community notification aspect of Megan's Law as unconstitutional. Dense fog caused delays of up to 3 hours at Newark International Airport today. Although planes were still able to take off, there was an extensive backup of arriving flights. The New Jersey National Guard plans to deactivate 2 units headquartered in Cape May Courthouse and cut some 225 jobs by September of next year. It's all part of a nationwide downsizing ordered by the Pentagon. Governor Whitman is being accused by Democrats of mortgaging New Jersey's future. They contend her Transportation Trust Fund proposal will add nearly $750 million in debt over the next 20 years. The weather rainy and mild again tomorrow. Join us weeknights.
Hi, I'm Hella Young, and here are tonight's winning New Jersey lottery numbers.
It is an experience above all else. It is Avalon, Toyota technology taken to a new level of excellence. A world of superior comfort, room, and refined driving performance. Avalon, the new flagship from Toyota, built exclusively in America. Experience the tranquility.
Do me a favor, don't scream.
This Friday, see a tale from the crypt so terrifying it can only be seen at the movies. Demon Knight, rated R, starts Friday.
Chunky Chips Ahoy!
Chips Ahoy! Chocolate chunks, delicious!
I got a new prescription for that abscess tooth, and this is for that rash that wouldn't go away. And I'm taking allergy pills so I can keep my cat.
With the CVS RX 2000 computer, our pharmacist can give you a personal medication profile with every prescription. It explains things like side effects and even what to do if you miss a dose. What do I do if I miss a dose?
You want a coffee? Oh, let me see. Yeah, I can have one.
If you're looking for prescription information in writing, CVS has just what you're looking for.
The movies coming to NBC this February. Barbara Streisand and Glenn Close present Serving in Silence. Tom Clancy, creator of Patriot Games, his first miniseries for television, Op Center. Whoopi Goldberg, the blockbuster comedy Sister Act. Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton, the network premiere of Batman Returns. And the biggest event of all, Oscar winner Sally Field, the bestseller, becomes a television event, a woman of independent means. The biggest names, the best movies, NBC February.
Yeah.
Working in the city can get to you after a while. I commuted for 20 years until one day I just snapped and said enough is enough. So I gave it all up and started working out of my house. I thought it would be a nice change of pace. Hey, you! Get off my lawn!
Staples has everything you need to work out of your home. The guaranteed low price on over 5,000 office supplies.
I don't care if you're the mailman!
Staples. Yeah, we've got that.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Gotta get some rest. Tomorrow I'm pitching the coup computer account.
Me too. We're competitors.
Sorry, pal. I hear we've got the inside track.
Well, get that rest.
I will.
His stuff will do nothing for his cough.
Vicks NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
Look, it's a gold card. Sure, no card on the planet is more useful, but it can't grant you inner peace. Well, I don't know. I mean, you could use it to go someplace where your only action would be one of non-action, which is pretty peaceful. And if you let Master Guest arrange your vacation, you'd save 20 to 40%, plus another $100 if you book by April 30th. And saving money might be the path of true wisdom. So I guess Gold MasterCard could help you see the light. Just remember to wear your sunscreen. Gold MasterCard, it's more than a gold card, it's smart money. Look for your Gold MasterCard application and apply.
Instead of making a car for the 5% of the public who can afford a $35,000 luxury sedan, we created the all-new Chevrolet Lumina for everybody. We asked thousands of people what they were looking for in a new mid-size sedan. Turns out what they wanted were the comfort and features you usually find in more expensive sedans. So we built them into the new Lumina. We just didn't charge extra for them. That's what makes the new Lumina a genuine Chevrolet.
Auto registration in the green line. License renewal in the blue line.
Gee, I love renewing my license. What a happy place. Or is it these new Doritos? It's great here. Such friendly service. All these smiling faces. Or is it the chip? Everyone's just so eager to help. I wish I could do this more often.
New Doritos tortilla chips. So good they flavor the way you look at life.
Isn't bureaucracy beautiful?
You ain't naked or anything, are you? I ain't naked.
Thank God for that.
Paramount Pictures presents a film about friendship.
Does it ever bother you that you haven't done more with the life God gave you?
Now and then.
Sex.
How about you and me go out there and get ourselves naked?
Okay.
Now, Sully, you're the only guy I know still dumb enough to believe in luck.
And wisdom.
I used to believe in brains and hard work till I met you.
Paul Newman. Nobody's Fool. Rated R. Now playing limited engagement. New York and Los Angeles. Starts everywhere January 13th.
ER, acclaimed as television's best new drama. One other show has been equally praised. Homicide is as good as television gets.
I want the truth!
He was framed by his own partners. Now one cop must make the ultimate choice.
I quit.
An all-new Homicide, NBC Friday. Journey into the unknown Sunday.
What do you want from me?
Sequest wakes an ancient warrior from Atlantis.
I gave you a direct order.
He's taking over Bridger's mind.
And I'm relieving you of command.
Grab him! And body.
Let me out. Let me out.
On all new Sequest, NBC Sunday.
Return to the adventure. Return to the romance. Return to the Ponderosa in an all-new Bonanza movie.
It's nice to have the family back together again.
Only the Cartwrights stand between a legendary outlaw
Is that really Jesse James' brother?
and the madman who hunts them.
If I don't have Frank James by noon tomorrow, I'll blow his head clean off.
Leonard Nimoy in an all-new Bonanza movie, NBC Sunday.
You know that HBO movie you love so much? The director is right over there by the sculpture. I've just got to meet him.
Man is a legend. Check that. He's a genius in the making.
Excuse me, your last film, it was so gutsy, intense. No one else makes movies like that. That HBO movie really spoke to me.
HBO talked about movies. Movies that matter. HBO makes them, and you don't want to miss them.
Don't tell me you didn't direct that.
I won't.
Nowadays, people have to depend on their cars more than ever, and it's my job at Cadillac to make sure you can. That's one of the reasons the new DeVille Concours impressed so many people. Our North Star system made this DeVille one of the first cars ever to go 100,000 miles between scheduled tune-ups. You see, there is a car company creating these higher standards because it values your time almost as much as you do. That's my company, Cadillac.
Live from Texas Stadium, Garth Brooks brings 5 years of his greatest hits to life. A new primetime special, Garth Brooks The Hits, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
On NBC. Sunday, the Superchargers battle the Steelers and their terrible towels in the AFC Championship, starting with NFL Live at noon Eastern, kickoff at 12:30 Sunday.
ER will be back in a moment on NBC.
It's an all-new Unsolved. Now every Friday, they vanished 10 years ago. Were they buried in their own backyard? And did the mob murder this cop? An all-new Unsolved, NBC Friday.
Her job was to expose scams and ripoffs, but she says she fell for a medical scam and it cost her family $100,000. Could it happen to you? Dateline Friday.
This is an update from News for New York.
Good evening. Tonight, new details in an alleged plot to kill Louis Farrakhan. Coming up at 11, the daughter of Malcolm X charged in a plot to murder the leader of the Nation of Islam. Also, the new twist in the O.J. case, why defense attorneys say Simpson has been smeared.
Plus, can you imagine anybody surviving this crash? One woman did. We'll tell you how. And then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opens its doors, and we're there live at 11.
Janice Joplin.
No Ford Escort outsells every car in its class. With a 3-door, 4-door, 5-door, and a wagon, there's a front-wheel drive Escort for everyone, even an Escort Sport. With cast aluminum wheels, a rear spoiler, not to mention big savings.
Now, your Tri-State quality Ford dealer can save you $1,355 on a fully loaded Escort Sport.
With so many different Escort models, there's definitely one for you, like a sedan. Or how about a wagon? See your Ford dealer today.
10 minutes? Perfect. I'll see you then. Ah, the bubbly. Thank you, buddy.
Your door is set.
No. 9 minutes. Close. Yes. I got a date in 4.5 minutes.
You're flowers?
Hey! Hello. Just a technical problem.
Barry, what's going on in there?
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
It bridges the bridges.
It towers over the towers.
It's variety on Mix 105 WMXV.
The best mix of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
All the music giants.
Mix 105 means no commercial gridlock.
40-minute music mixes.
And less talk.
Listen all over town at 105.1 FM.
To New York's biggest music variety.
Mix 105 WMXV.
Kiss the Girls.
Powerful storytelling to rival John Grisham. Terror to match Stephen King. By the author of Along Came a Spider. Kiss the Girls.
Please don't go.
This is how legends begin. From the heart of the wilderness to the ends of the earth. He fought the battles that made him a hero and the madness that made him a legend. Legends of the Fall, nominated for 4 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture and Best Actor, Brad Pitt.
Did you seduce her just to spite me? I will forgive you for that once. You say that again and we are not brothers.
One of the best pictures of this year, or any year. Overflowing with passion. Surrender to it. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, Aidan Quinn, and Julia Ormond.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you forever.
Legends of the Fall, rated R. Now at select theaters. Starts at additional theaters Friday.
At the Olive Garden, come warm up with one of our hearty soups, made fresh every day, like our pasta fagioli. Absolutely delicious. And soup or salad is free with every entree only at the Olive Garden Italian restaurant. The Olive Garden presents the Mille Strati, layer after layer, more of the delicious, good, fresh foods you love. The lasagna you simply can't get anywhere else. The sensational new Mille Strati, only at the Olive Garden Italian restaurant.
Attention shoppers, reduced fat Snackwell's cream sandwich cookies have just arrived in aisle 3. That's aisle 3.
Wait a second. You know, there's other reduced fat cookies besides Snackwell's.
Oh, we tasted them, Cookie Man. You eat them.
What a creamy way to cut the fat. Snackwell's cream sandwich cookies. So good. Can we ever make enough?
It is a world of total confidence. It is Avalon. It is smooth acceleration from a powerful V6 with stability and maneuverability that goes beyond the expected. For the most refined ride of any Toyota ever. Avalon, the new flagship from Toyota. Experience the tranquility.
Later on The Tonight Show, what makes Richard Simmons Richard Simmons?
Who loves disco? Raise their hand!
And what makes a supermodel a supermodel?
When I first started, I put on my mom's bathrobe and her high heels, and we strutted.
I did the same thing!
And where does Jay get those suits? Find out on The Night Shift, NBC tonight.
Saturday, if your child was threatened,
Get out!
would you fight for justice or revenge?
Let's see what happens when somebody puts a gun in your face.
Sweet justice. Then one sister could lose the child she loved.
I'm her father.
You walked out on them.
And the sisters unite to bring down Georgie's seducer. All new drama, NBC Saturday.
Hi, I'm Jeff Daniels. The hockey strike is over, so this Saturday night on NBC at 11:30, you're going to see nothing but hockey. Okay, hockey plus comedy. Comedy and Luscious Jackson.
In this real-life ER, they know how drugs and violence can kill. Thousands of children die. How do you protect your child from becoming the next victim? Watch NBC Nightly News tomorrow.
It is an experience above all else. It is Avalon. Toyota technology taken to a new level of excellence. A world of superior comfort, room, and refined driving performance. Avalon, the new flagship from Toyota. Built exclusively in America. Experience the tranquility.
Do me a favor, don't scream.
This Friday, see a tale from the crypt so terrifying it can only be seen at the movies. Demon Knight, rated R, starts Friday.
Chunky Chips Ahoy! Chips Ahoy! Chocolate chunks delicious!
I got a new prescription for that abscess tooth, and this is for that rash that wouldn't go away. And I'm taking allergy pills so I can keep my cat. Yeah.
With the CVS RX 2000 computer, our pharmacist can give you a personal medication profile with every prescription. It explains things like side effects and even what to do if you miss a dose. What do I do if I miss a dose?
You want a coffee? Oh, let me see. Yeah, I can have one.
If you're looking for prescription information in writing, CVS has just what you're looking for.
The movies coming to NBC this February. Barbara Streisand and Glenn Close present Serving in Silence. Tom Clancy, creator of Patriot Games, his first miniseries for television, Ops Center. Whoopi Goldberg, the blockbuster comedy Sister Act. Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton, the network premiere of Batman Returns. And the biggest event of all, Oscar winner Sally Field, the bestseller, becomes a television event, a woman of independent means. The biggest names, the best movies, NBC February.
Yeah.
Working in the city can get to you after a while. I commuted for 20 years until one day I just snapped and said enough is enough. So I gave it all up and started working out of my house. I thought it would be a nice change of pace. Hey, you! Get off my lawn!
Staples has everything you need to work out of your home. The guaranteed low price on over 5,000 office supplies.
I don't care if you're the mailman!
Staples. Yeah, we've got that.
It is an experience above all else. It is Avalon. Toyota technology taken to a new level of excellence. A world of superior comfort, room, and refined driving performance. Avalon, the new flagship from Toyota. Built exclusively in America. Experience the tranquility.
Do me a favor, don't scream.
This Friday, see a tale from the crypt so terrifying it can only be seen at the movies. Demon Knight, rated R, starts Friday.
Chunky Chips Ahoy! Chips Ahoy! Chocolate chunks delicious!
I got a new prescription for that abscess tooth, and this is for that rash that wouldn't go away. And I'm taking allergy pills so I can keep my cat. Yeah.
With the CVS RX 2000 computer, our pharmacist can give you a personal medication profile with every prescription. It explains things like side effects and even what to do if you miss a dose. What do I do if I miss a dose?
You want a coffee? Oh, let me see. can have one.
If you're looking for prescription information in writing, CVS has just what you're looking for.
The movies coming to NBC this February. Barbra Streisand and Glenn Close present Serving in Silence. Tom Clancy, creator of Patriot Games, his first miniseries for television, Op Center. Whoopi Goldberg, the blockbuster comedy Sister Act. Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton, the network premiere of Batman Returns. And the biggest event of all, Oscar winner Sally Field, the bestseller, becomes a television event, a woman of independent means. The biggest names, the best movies, NBC February.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Gotta get some rest. Tomorrow I'm pitching the coup computer account.
Me too. We're competitors.
Sorry, pal. I hear we've got the inside track.
Well, get that rest.
I will.
His stuff will do nothing for his cough.
Vicks NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
Look, it's a gold card. Sure, no card on the planet is more useful, but it can't grant you inner peace. Well, I don't know. I mean, you could use it to go someplace where your only action would be one of non-action, which is pretty peaceful. And if you let Master Guest arrange your vacation, you'd save 20 to 40%, plus another $100 if you book by April 30th. And saving money might be the path of true wisdom. So I guess Gold MasterCard could help you see the light. Just remember to wear your sunscreen. Gold MasterCard, it's more than a gold card, it's smart money. Look for your Gold MasterCard application and apply.
Instead of making a car for the 5% of the public who can afford a $35,000 luxury sedan, we created the all-new Chevrolet Lumina for everybody. We asked thousands of people what they were looking for in a new mid-size sedan. Turns out what they wanted were the comfort and features you usually find in more expensive sedans. So we built them into the new Lumina. We just didn't charge extra for them. That's what makes the new Lumina a genuine Chevrolet.
In the green line. License renewal.
Gee, I love renewing my license. What a happy place. Or is it these new Doritos? It's great here. Such friendly service. All these smiling faces. Or is it the chip? Everyone's just so eager to help. I wish I could do this more often.
New Doritos tortilla chips. So good they flavor the way you look at life.
Isn't bureaucracy beautiful?
You ain't naked or anything, are you?
I ain't naked.
Thank God for that.
Paramount Pictures presents a film about friendship.
Does it ever bother you that you haven't done more with the life God gave you?
Now and then.
Sex.
How about you and me go out there and get ourselves naked?
Okay.
Now, Sully, you're the only guy I know still dumb enough to believe in luck.
And wisdom.
I used to believe in brains and hard work till I met you.
Paul Newman. Nobody's Fool. Rated R. Now playing limited engagement. New York and Los Angeles. Starts everywhere January 13th.
ER, acclaimed as television's best new drama. One other show has been equally praised. Homicide is as good as television gets.
I want the truth!
He was framed by his own partners. Now one cop must make the ultimate choice.
I quit.
An all-new Homicide, NBC Friday. Journey into the unknown, Sunday.
What do you want from me?
Sequest wakes an ancient warrior from Atlantis.
I gave you a direct order.
He's taking over Bridger's mind.
And I'm relieving you of command.
Grab him! And body. Let me out. Let me out. All new Sequest, NBC Sunday.
Return to the adventure. Return to the romance. Return to the Ponderosa in an all-new Bonanza movie.
It's nice to have the family back together again.
Only the Cartwrights stand between a legendary outlaw.
Is that really Jesse James's brother?
And the madman who hunts them.
If I don't have Frank James by noon tomorrow, I'll blow his head clean off.
Leonard Nimoy in an all-new Bonanza movie, NBC Sunday.
You know that HBO movie you love so much? The director is right over there by the sculpture.
I've just got to meet him.
Man is a legend. Check that. He's a genius in the making.
Excuse me, your last film, it was so gutsy, intense. No one else makes movies like that. That HBO movie really spoke to me.
HBO talked about movies, movies that matter. HBO makes them, and you don't want to miss them.
Don't tell me you didn't direct that.
I won't.
Nowadays, people have to depend on their cars more than ever, and it's my job at Cadillac to make sure you can. That's one of the reasons the new DeVille Concours impressed so many people. Our North Star system made this DeVille one of the first cars ever to go 100,000 miles between scheduled tune-ups. You see, there is a car company creating these higher standards because it values your time almost as much as you do. That's my company, Cadillac.
Live from Texas Stadium, Garth Brooks brings 5 years of his greatest hits to life. A new primetime special, Garth Brooks The Hits, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
On NBC.
Sunday, the Superchargers battle the Steelers and their terrible towels in the AFC Championship, starting with NFL Live at noon Eastern, kickoff at 12:30 Sunday.
ER will be back in a moment on NBC.
It's an all-new Unsolved. Now every Friday, they vanished 10 years ago. Were they buried in their own backyard? And did the mob murder this cop? An all-new Unsolved, NBC Friday.
Her job was to expose scams and ripoffs, but she says she fell for a medical scam and it cost her family $100,000. Could it happen to you? Dateline Friday.
This is an update from News for New York.
Good evening. Tonight, new details in an alleged plot to kill Louis Farrakhan. Coming up at 11, the daughter of Malcolm X charged in a plot to murder the leader of the Nation of Islam. Also, the new twist in the O.J. case, why defense attorneys say Simpson has been smeared.
Plus, can you imagine anybody surviving this crash? One woman did. We'll tell you how. And then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opens its doors, and we're there live at 11.
Janice Joplin.
Know why Ford Escort outsells every car in its class? With a 3-door, 4-door, 5-door, and a wagon, there's a front-wheel drive Escort for everyone, even an Escort Sport. With cast aluminum wheels, a rear spoiler, not to mention big savings.
Now, your Tri-State quality Ford dealer can save you $1,355 on a fully loaded Escort Sport.
With so many different Escort models, there's definitely one for you, like a sedan. Or how about a wagon? See your Ford dealer today.
10 minutes? Perfect. I'll see you then. Ah, the bubbly. Thank you, buddy. Your door's set. No. 9 minutes. Close. Yes. I got a date in 4.5 minutes.
Your flowers?
Hey! Hello. Just a technical problem.
Barry, what's going on in there?
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
It bridges the bridges.
It towers over the towers.
It's variety on Mix 105 WMXV.
The best mix of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
All the music giants.
Mix 105 means no commercial gridlock.
40-minute music mixes.
And less talk.
Listen all over town at 105.1 FM.
To New York's biggest music variety.
Mix 105 WMXV.
Kiss the Girls. Powerful storytelling to rival John Grisham. Terror to match Stephen King. By the author of Along Came a Spider. Kiss the Girls.